ESPN, NFL Network. Those guys down the road, they don't have shit on the Loki and Jabroni show. Let me tell you, for 3 years straight, we have been coming at you with the predictions for the NFL season. And I will say this, we're probably about 30% correct. But if you go on that 30%, brother, let me tell you something. We are 100% accurate. Sit back, man up, and clue yourself in. We're going to bring you down the path of the 2018-2019 NFL season.
It's time, man. I've been waiting for this for a long damn time. Football is back, baby.
Yes.
You're excited, aren't
Yes,
you?
I am.
I'm excited as hell. Ed, are you excited? You're a
Yeah.
Patriots fan. It really doesn't matter. Guys, it's the NFL preview this week on the Loki and Jabroni Show. Thank you for joining us once again. If you're on the YouTube channel, thank you so much. If you're listening on audio only on Wednesday, thank you so much. And, by the way, we took a week off last week after SummerSlam. Big week, and I have to say that it's probably due to listening to Ed clearly.
Well, you know, it's okay. It's okay.
No,
you gotta find the mute button, but it's
all
all
good.
due to.
He yells at me, but I think a lot of it is due to not only we put out some fantastic fucking content every single week, but I have to mention this now. We've got two fantastic shout-outs from two nationwide. There's our theme music again.
I love it.
Crime and Sports and Small Town Murder. Jimmy Wisman gave us a huge shout-out.
I loved it. I loved it.
Last
Thank
week,
you, Jimmy.
Last week, Tommy Summers on
Thanks,
Three
babe.
Sides of the Coin. Big horns to you. The whole Three Sides team was very receptive, and I got called an attention whore, which may or may not be true. It's fucking true.
No, it's very true.
It's very true.
It's very fucking
It's
true.
very true. I don't know if you guys, it took you guys 3 years to realize this, but no, absolutely.
Not
Right?
fake news, people.
It's not
It is
fake
not
news.
fake news.
It's not from China.
It's very
Very
true.
smart
Very true.
people.
Very
Right.
true.
Say that he's an attention whore.
Very
Very
true.
smart people on both sides.
All I want to do is give us the most coverage we can have with the live videos, the gimmicks, the schnabits, and the Fernum. Because if you don't have the
And
Fernum,
the .coms.
and the .coms, because if you don't have the Fernum, you don't have
No,
nothing.
Absolutely
I
not.
don't know, man. The Fernum always.
All right,
gets
so we're
stuck-
going to throw a
stuck
little
in my
monkey
beard.
wrench into the whole thing tonight.
We
But
have a monkey
do
wrench.
want you to go through your little list that you got there first.
You want me to pay
Yes.
the bills first?
Yes, pay the bills first.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us, whether you're on YouTube tonight or audio only, wherever you
Tonight.
are. Wherever you are. If this is Thursday and you're in your car, thank you for joining us. If this is next Tuesday, you're a week late, but thank you for joining us. Our 2018 fundraisers for Chad Hatfield and Team World Vision. Chad Hatfield and Team World Vision are trying to raise money for countries to have clean water when they don't already have clean water. Chad, in just a couple weeks, will be running the New York City Marathon. Send him all your love, support, money that you can. It's tagged to the top of our Facebook page, facebook.com/Loki and Jabroni. Give a little. Make it happen. If you want a sexy Loki and Jabroni t-shirt, baby onesie, bumper sticker, go to cafepress.com/Loki and Jabroni. Get everything you need. If you want to do some great shopping, Amazon, WWE, the monthly clubs, go to LokiandJabroni.com, click our affiliate link, and find all our affiliates and do some fantastic shopping. And if you'd love to help the show, if you'd love to donate to the show, if you want to make a difference in Loki and Jabroni land, you go to www.patreon.com/Loki and Jabroni. Donate a little bit. Ed's got some fantastic gifts up there for you if you donate. We always throw some extra bonus gimmicks every couple weeks now and again when Ed doesn't have to get home before curfew. And we have some fun. Now that I've paid
Yes.
the bills, I'm
Yes.
curious, why am I paying the bills first before we get into
Well,
what's
because
on your
number
mind?
one, I just want everybody to know I have officially been defollowed and blocked by somebody on Twitter.
Oh, dear.
I have officially pissed off somebody so much that they have unfollowed me.
Oh,
Well,
my
well, you
Lord.
told me taxation wasn't theft.
No, I'm sorry.
I had to
I'm
act
sorry.
accordingly.
So that's two people. That's
How
two
is this
people.
possible? I
Mike
need to know.
Trout recently tweeted that he went out and got a dozen roses for his woman and then turned around and said, what have you gentlemen done? And I specifically said, obviously not fucked up. And
Oh, well, you know.
it was enough to get me blocked and unfollowed from Mike Trout.
Mike
So
Trout
this
maybe
goes out to you, big dog.
Mike Trout maybe doesn't have the, I don't know how you put it.
Testicular fortitude.
That would be
So,
somewhere in there, but
The reason why we had you pay the bills first was
okay.
for me to tell off Mike Trout first. No, seriously.
Well, fuck you, Mike Trout.
we are
Ed says,
taking.
evening, gentlemen. Hello, Edgar.
What's
Evening
going
to
on,
you.
Edgar? We are gonna take a what would that? It'd be a cohesion.
I'm not even quite sure what you're talking about right now.
It's like when we all join together.
Oh, we're
Cooperation?
cooperation,
not really.
cohesive.
Cohesive. There
I
we go.
like it, and
Cohesive.
I support it.
So we're dropping.
That
the
sounds
what's-
like socialism to me.
No, you
Oh,
stop. You
don't
stop with your
stop.
pussy liberal crap right now. Okay.
What's next? Are we gonna be PC?
So look,
for the rest of our-
look.
Yeah,
Normally
yeah,
we
all
go
right.
into the what's on our mind. So what we're gonna do is we are cohesively going to mix our, what's on our minds, and mix it into one simple what's on our thoughts. Because I think it's all in our thoughts, and it actually is one of the things that we almost changed this subject of this show to. But I told the boys, look, we give these guys way too much glorification. We put every single time one of these things happen, we put them up there and we make a whole show out of it. Fuck them. No, fuck them. We're going to keep that shit. Just like I said, gentlemen, let's lighten the mood. But first, before we go on to our NFL preview, we do have to bring up the Madden shooting in Jacksonville.
yeah.
Let's, once again, our whole what's on our mind, gentlemen. First of all, I if you guys haven't seen the video, Facebook it's gonna be the last live video I post on Facebook. I've been doing a lot more of my stuff on YouTube, obviously, and I like doing it there.
That.
So this will be my last live, and like I said, I was lazy, so it was my other way around it. It was a very
Facebook videos
it was a
once in
very
while,
sad
so.
day for a gaming society, and I think you've been to a Madden tournament once or twice,
I've
correct?
thrown my own Madden tournaments with 20 people, sometimes as few as 8, but I've had as many as 20 people in my house throwing my own Madden tournament. Never gone to one. I've always wanted
Good
to.
times, man. Let me tell
But,
you.
oh
I
my
mean,
god, the ones
the
I've
handouts
thrown,
they give you,
yeah,
the things that you have there, you can sit there and they have the throwing drills, they have the running drills.
yeah.
Like, just because you get beat in the first round, it's not over. There's so much things to do and see there.
The fun that we have, and I'll throw you to one of my bigger Madden tournaments when I lived in Groton, and 20 guys. We had the 16. You had 4 playing games, and then you had the round of 16 all the way to the
Yep.
champion, and everybody puts $20 in, 15 for the pool, $5 for pizza. So you had pizza, you bring your own beer. We had a great time. It was all, yes, it's about the cash prize at the end, first, second, third paid, but at the end of it, it was all about bragging rights. It's like, I'm the Madden champion, and we made this stupid little trophy out of it. Remember the old starting lineup figures?
Oh yeah.
Well, we made one out of a starting lineup figure of Dan Marino. Later on, when I did more Madden, we did Barry Sanders. So we made this bullshit homemade trophy, and you got to go home. And for that year, you had the trophy. The one rule was you had to come back. You had to defend your championship. Much like when we do the Loki and Jabroni Trivia Championship belt, you have to come back and defend your trophy.
Yes.
But it was always fun. Nobody got bent out of shape. There were some bullshit calls on the screen. You can't control the computer. There were pass interference calls where you look at it and go, that wasn't pass interference. And much like watching
guess
regular
what? Computer
football.
called it, man.
Exactly.
It stays. It stays.
Computer said so. It says
stays.
so. It was always fun.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So you've never actually been to one of these? I've been to 3 of these physically, like in my life. One I actually made it pretty damn far. I'm not gonna lie, did really, really good. And 2 I did fucking horrible at. Horrible. As a matter of fact, so horrible first round, like I said in my live, first round. And that sucks. That sucks, dude.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. Did I look at that little guy and go, fuck you, man? Yeah, of course I did. Was I pissed off? Fuck yeah, I was. But I went out, I smoked my doob, I came back in, and I saw everything else that the Madden tournament and the Madden challenge had to actually offer.
One of the things that, I've never been the champion of my own Madden tournament. Been semi. I've taken home the second place prize, but never been the champion. And the one thing when I lose early is like, I hope that guy wins because he beat me.
Yeah, you pick
I want that guy to fucking go on and.
So
whatever.
I do gotta say this. I did say that this guy was probably one of those fucking losers who went out of the box and didn't get the guns legally. He did actually get them legally. He had a 45 and a 9mm, one of which had the laser scope in it, and that's the one that he fired.
That killed me when you shared
I told
that
you
video.
that.
Oh my Lord!
And
to
you
see
saw
that
that, you see the dot right in this kid's chest. A
Mhm.
second later, you see that going off. Like, and you know, can I just say
Fuck.
this? I'm so sick and tired of the pussy sensitive people being like, this video doesn't need to be shown. What about the family? No, you know what? This video does need to be shown. This shit has got to be shown so much that you're so sick and tired of seeing this shit that maybe people start fucking getting tired of it and they start sticking up for this shit. Like, I'm done with it. Are you done with it? Because I'm
Absolutely.
done with this bullshit. Look, this guy, when you talk to this kid's parents and his parents have said, look, we've tried everything with him. He refused to take his psychotic meds. He refused to do this. I think
Oh.
we've talked about this before. Can you be that parent? Can you be that parent that says, you know what? I can't control my kid
Well, how
anymore.
old was little Pussy
24
Cats?
years old.
Okay, so Pussy Cats. I don't care what his first name was.
old, man.
Pussy Cats.
No,
His
I
last
go
name
with
was
that.
Cats.
Yeah, I go with that.
Pussy Cats was 24 years old.
And he shot himself, people, by the way.
Now,
He's gone. He is gone. So
earlier
there is
today,
no, like, educate yourself.
Earlier-
Everybody's like, oh, we need to find this guy. He's dead.
horseshit. You can
He's
find
dead.
him. He's in a body bag down at the fucking
Educate
Jacksonville
yourself.
morgue.
Fucking read more than one fucking thing. I swear to God.
Stop reading Yahoo News, you dirtbag. Anyway, I'm reading a story on MSN earlier today that says the parents tried to get this kid mental health, and I said,
He
"Oh,
was. He
that's
was.
an
He was
interesting
taking his. He was
See?
taking his medicine.
That's an interesting headline." So I read further. He was up until the age of 18 on some state-assisted, mental health medication and what do you call it, therapy and
Right.
schnabitzfernum.com.
Right.
But then he turns 18, and
Now
of a
he's
sudden,
a legal adult.
all of a sudden, the system gives up on him. It doesn't change his mental status. It just changes his status from minor to adult. Which
and
I've
with
said,
that
I've said it more than
comes insurance coverage.
correct, but I've said it more than once. Our country lets down the sick, the elderly, the mentally deranged, etc., so forth. Eddie has said it. You have said it. We've all sat back and said the country lets down our sick. Now, from 18 to 24, which Pussycats was when he decided to shoot the
24
kid
years
who
old.
beat him and
Absolutely.
then shot up a couple other people and put a bullet in his own fucking brain. Good fucking riddance, asshole.
Which, by the way, if you guys also see a video when he won, because he won this year in
Buffalo.
In Buffalo.
Yeah, I
Thank
heard
you.
he won a couple
No,
of
he
these
did.
things in the past.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
instead of him being gracious about it, he was like, well, they put me in 7th position. And to be honest with you, I'm way better than a 7th seed. I deserve to be up in the 3rd or 4th, but I proved everybody wrong. He's a very arrogant piece of shit. A very arrogant
Look,
piece of
I
shit.
said it when you posted the video and I put a comment up. I put one up earlier today. This is exactly what the participation trophy, let's feed our kids
Mhm.
false bravado bullshit. You're a winner at everything. Then you go into life, which is as demanding and as demeaning as anything you'll ever get into. In life, there are winners and there are losers. You can win with dignity and you can lose with humility and you can learn from it. This kid obviously doesn't know the difference. 24 years old, right in that wheelhouse that we've been talking about for 3+ years, right here on the Loki and Jabroni Show. You know what? Fuck him.
Let me break
I have
it down
nothing. And
very
to his
simple.
family, man, I'm sorry. He brings shame to your name, man.
Let me bring it down very simple for you. He rented a hotel. He drove down there. Your parents have admitted that you have a mental issue. Your parents allowed you to drive down there. Your parents allowed you to get a hotel by yourself.
At 24, you really don't have a choice.
Your parents, yeah, but if your parents know that you have a mental problem, I'm sorry, that is like leaving a loaded gun at a bus stop.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I left the gun there. I didn't know someone was going to pick it up and shoot somebody
Guns
with it.
don't kill people. Crazy motherfuckers with guns
And this
kill
is a
people.
crazy motherfucker that parents let go out into this world all by himself.
This pink
Look.
pen can kill people.
Yes, absolutely.
Only if there's a crazy asshole behind it that is going to
What are you
force it
talking about?
into your throat.
Cans, fucking cars, this fucking ball that's in here, any object can be used to kill somebody.
With the
Albeit,
exception,
it
maybe,
could be
of
either
the
very
damper
fast.
gimmick over there.
Oh, I'm sure we could figure out something.
If we make
I'm
Ed
pretty-
eat the crystals,
If
perhaps.
if we get a Marine in here, they will figure out how to kill you with
All right,
that.
I'll buy
I
it.
guarantee it. I guarantee.
I'll buy it.
Or he'll just eat it.
1,000%.
Just
Yeah,
eat it and growl a lot.
So,
there you go.
regardless,
Foam
to
at the
say,
mouth.
look, this guy has a mental issue. Let me ask you this:
Mhm.
he got these guns legally, but he has a mental issue. Now, I have to give up my gun permit to get a medical marijuana card. That I am not,
Which I don't agree with.
I'm
so
not
it's
schizophrenic,
It's
right?
horseshit.
I'm not schizophrenic. I'm not fucking psycho. I'm not this. I'm not that.
Well,
I have Crohn's.
okay.
I have Crohn's disease.
That makes you psycho.
And this is the reason why I want my medical card. So because I want my medical card, now you're taking away the one thing that I have to protect myself. Why? Because I'm smoking dope?
Yes.
That's exactly it.
Who
right.
calls
right.
it?
But you can walk into a package store, pick up a 30 rack with that same gun sitting right in your car with no questions asked, and about 45% of accidental shootings are from alcohol.
Technically,
I'll buy
no,
it.
you're not supposed to do that, but we know it happens.
But technically, we very much do know it happens.
There was a guy waving a gun down at a bar
right?
by my house.
And you can be an alcohol. You can be an alcoholic, and you can still have a gun. You can still get your gun permit and be an alcoholic.
I don't see why that could be considered a disorder.
Okay, so why is
Like
it
on paper?
Why is
On
it
paper,
right?
yeah.
Exactly. So
Good
why is
call.
it a disorder to have a fucking medical card and not have my fucking gun? Why can't I have my gun permit and my medical
Because
card?
heaven forbid you get the munchies, you got to go rob a fucking 7-Eleven.
That's what I'm saying. Oh my God, said no one ever run pot.
Exactly.
Because you know what we're all saying? No, you go.
I'm
No,
sure-
you go.
No, you go.
No, you
No,
go.
you go.
You fly, I buy.
I'm sure there's
There it is. There it is.
plenty of stoners. There are plenty of stoners that have sat there and said, I'm going to rob a store just so I can get some cheesy puffs, and then followed up with, "But this beanbag chair is so comfy
It's so
right now."
fucking nice right
I'm
now.
so with you right now.
And I'm just
It's not
saying
even
this.
funny.
If you turn around, you physically know that this 24-year-old has a history of mental issues, a history of it, to the point where his parents were actually going to the police and saying, I can't get him to take his medicine. All right? Look, this falls on the parents. As much as they're trying to sweep it, I really don't want to say it this way, but I really do. I bet you $20 right now. Anybody want to take this bet? And all you listeners out there, I bet you $20 right now. They're like, thank God he shot himself. It really sucks that he took 2 people out with him.
Agreed.
But thank God he shot
I thought
himself.
it was 3 and then him.
I think
It was
it's
2
both
that
a
I heard. It could be
blessing
3
and a
now,
burden.
but there was like
Yeah,
10 injured. There was 10 injured.
There was
so,
a bunch of people injured.
yeah.
I heard 2 people killed off the rip, but I think 2 might have died in the hospital.
yeah, maybe that was it. I was
yeah.
more. My thing is, once I made the video and I told people exactly in the video, I haven't done my homework on him yet. Let me do my homework, and that's all I did was do my homework on this David, as we call him now, Pussycat.
Pussycats.
I tried to do as much homework as I could on him, and to be, like I said, 24 years old. 24 years old. People, you are letting a ticking time bomb out into this world. Like, there's no don't try to hide this. Don't try to like shun it. Like, no, I'm serious. You are at fault for this. As much as he was at fault to go back to his hotel room, because he did. He left that tournament. He left that, and it's funny. It's funny because Greg, I don't know if you saw
Greg Allard, I did.
Greg Allard writes.
Fantastic.
Greg Allard goes, hey, just to let you know, that was a gun-free zone. I said, I love when you use
yeah.
make-believe words like unicorns and gun-free zones.
It doesn't
and
work.
Dragon
Oh my
balls, because they're not existent, dude. A gun-free zone is so non-existent.
You know,
Shut up.
I love the fact that you can drive down any street in this town and any other town, and you get near a school, and there's that sign that says "drug-free school zone." Motherfucker, please.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. Where do you think I found drugs?
I think I just saw about 4 lighter shots go off in the distance there.
It's
There
quite
you go.
possible.
Right next to that school.
I have to do this because it's been kind of my thing, but when I play devil's advocate.
Oh, for the love of Pete, why now?
He doesn't even have a video for it.
I
It don't
know.
count.
No.
It don't count.
It don't
But wait,
count.
we have a new video. This is going to be
it's
fantastic.
It's coming.
It better.
Oh, you're going to love it.
It's something simple I threw together. So, no, devil's advocate on the parents, though. I think one of the problems is, and you may agree with me at this point, though, they've taken away a lot of the ability for these parents to hold their kids. Like he said, he's 24. You can't really make him stay. And, the problem is parents don't have the power to commit.
I don't think they want
they might
the
not
power to commit.
A lot of them don't. I agree with you. A lot of them don't. But a lot of them, like if this kid is on really strong antipsychotics and he's refusing,
Which
to
he
take
was.
them,
Yes, he was. And he was refusing.
engaging in,
Yes.
in any kind of like dangerous behavior.
And it's funny how you're saying kid. I love how you're saying kid. Like, you realize he's 24 years
I
old,
know.
right?
Yeah.
Like, but we all at this table are saying kid. We really
Yeah.
are.
We
Like,
do that often, and
but
it's
look
not,
at him.
It's
Yeah.
not.
Look at him. He looks like a kid. He looks like a 16
We agree,
year old
though,
kid.
Because
man.
his
We-
problems are not letting him mature.
But we agree, though,
Exactly.
that when we were 24, we thought we're adults, we can do this, and we found out
because
in
that's
short
how
order.
we were raised.
Exactly. But now a 24-year-old,
But-
technically,
all right, let me break it
most
down.
of them, not all of them, because I could point to a couple 25-year-olds that have their shit together and are doing great things.
Let's
This
break
guy-
down our generation. At 25 or even at 18, we had a firm belief what we were doing. You were going to the military. I was going to
I
the
was
military.
out, but I was in college.
But that's what. But at that age, you had a firm belief. You knew what you were doing.
I was working.
You had a
full-time.
plan, dude.
There you go.
I was a senior in high school, and I knew out of senior.
At 24?
No, I'm saying I was a
Oh,
senior
was.
in high school.
I seen him.
I'm saying as a senior in high school, I
Gotcha.
knew what I was going to do. I was going to the military
Yep.
right out of high school.
Yep.
It was happening.
Oh,
We
don't
had a
forget, I
plan.
was never in the military.
I know you weren't. I know
Okay,
you weren't.
I got you.
That's why I said that. It was a farce. It was make believe. You were
Yep,
part of the
yep.
X Force too. You were part of that special forces.
In case you guys missed it, I'm Batman.
My point. And then the other thing was, I want to say probably about 35. Is that a big enough number? 35% of
I'd
us was
say-
pregnant.
Give or take.
That was so we were forced to become parents. Easy. You know what I'm saying? Very fast, very early. We had things that grounded us. We
Right.
had things that made us realize that life was important.
Mhm.
At 24 and your parents are still telling you to take your fucking psycho meds? Dude, I'm sorry. I'm
Um,
sorry. At 24, if you have to call the police that my son isn't fucking taking the psycho meds, but yet you let him get into a vehicle and drive all the way down to fucking Jacksonville, Florida, rent a goddamn
To play
hotel room
fucking
to
video
play a video
games.
game? No, I'm sorry, parents. This is on you. This is on you.
All right, we get a couple of comments. Just basically mentioning the feed. Everything seems to be good so far. Wasn't earlier, is now. So,
Beautiful.
hello everybody. Edgar,
That's why we record it
Stacy,
though, because you
Janelle.
can go back and watch this.
Exactly. This is why
You don't want to miss this
This
shit.
is why iTunes, Google Play Music, Spotify, iHeartRadio exists. If you
Until they go
can't-
bankrupt.
Exactly.
whatever.
All right.
This guy, first of all, can I just say?
No,
can I-
absolutely.
This guy can kill. Well, he's dead now, but
He's dead. Pussycats is gone.
when he gets to the afterlife on the south side, he's not going to the north side.
Oh no, he's in purgatory right now.
I
they,
hope-
they haven't even decided where this
I hope
motherfucker's going yet.
Satan hands
He got to
him a
wait for his
bag.
parents to show up before they decide
Well,
what the
yeah.
fuck's going on.
He's going to get locked up with a Catholic priest.
When Pussy Cat.
Yes, he is.
Thank you.
Yes.
Too soon?
No, it's
No.
not.
Perfect.
When Pussy Cat
Perfecto.
gets to the gates of hell, I hope Satan hands him a bag. Take the bag. Open the bag. Empty the bag. Kiss every dick in the bag.
Yeah, slow and succulently.
You
please.
millennial can't understand what losing is all about, motherfucker. I hope you rot in hell. That was supposed to be a fun day. and-
That's what pisses me off, and that's
Oh,
why I said it's a
That's
sad
right.
day
That's
for
why
gaming,
I play the
dude.
video games because they're
Yeah.
fun.
I
It
wanted
takes,
to touch
it
on that
takes
too.
you
actually.
from it takes you to another world.
We had. Can I? Before you get to your point, some years ago, Nat Peterson, the guy who promotes CSW, we all know Nat,
Mhm.
and a group of about 10 of us. We had a using. I'm trying to remember. Was it WCW NWO Revenge? We had a tournament, 64-man tournament.
I
We all
love
drew
that
the names
fucking
of the
game.
guys, and
I love that game.
we had a tournament. It was nobody shot each other. Nobody got bent. There was no fights outside. We had fun because that's what video games are. They're fun. And this guy just basically took another thing that is supposed to be fun in America and shot it all to shit. And I'm not saying that to be, ironic and shot it all to shit. That's what I say about things like this. That he shot it to shit. It's over. Video games are no longer going to be fun. Now we're going to have the moral majority going,
Yes.
video games create violence. Video games don't create violence. Not teaching your kids that there are winners and losers, that creates violence. Thank you, fuck you, bye, I'm done.
I wanted to touch on the video games, not necessarily like that, but
Like a Catholic priest touch on him.
no.
Seriously,
Okay.
you're all about the Catholic
I
priest.
know, dude. They're having such a bad week.
Bad week. You must not have been paying attention for the last 25
right?
years.
But when it comes to like say the LAN parties and stuff, it was like coming into that was very different for us than it is for the kids now. Like
Fuck
you
yeah.
kind of from the moment they're walking out of the womb now, there is
They're told they're amazing.
well, no, not that's different.
All right,
Yeah,
I'll shut
no,
up.
It's different.
whole other
They're,
point.
they're coming out of the womb and there's all this technology.
right in front of 'em.
Whereas we are there when it came out. So
with an
when
abacus
we were playing video games
and chopping wood.
We were playing video games, but we weren't competing like you can now. We played the
No,
football
we were.
games.
We
No,
were.
we
but
were.
Not to,
Not
this
to
extent.
that
No,
level,
you got to
though.
understand, dude. See, because I'll give you
Neighborhood
the
tournaments.
perfect thing set up exactly. Street Fighter came out for Super Nintendo. You remember that? It was
Right.
terrible. It was terrible.
Yeah.
We only had 4 buttons, but you know
Yeah.
what? What stopped us from having a Street Fighter tournament right there on fucking
Right.
Quarter Road?
Well,
We didn't.
That
we
was
didn't.
Here's the thing, though. That was one-on-one, mano-y-mano. There's some honor in that and stuff.
Right.
What I'm saying is we went into the LAN stuff and the multiplayer online stuff with
But
a lot
Halo.
more maturity.
Edgar Grant was here
Halo. A
earlier.
A lot more maturity.
Halo
than
gave
people.
us that one, which was
Edgar Grant was here earlier. And if I could get Edgar and Kevin Boucher and his brother Nick and a couple other guys on the line right now, does anybody remember Baseball Stars, the most ridiculously retarded bad
Neo Geo.
baseball
Yeah.
game? Yeah.
That is my
I play
favorite
All-Star
We had-
Baseball
fucking
Stars right
game.
now
It
on
was
Xbox
awesome.
3 or
We
Xbox
had
One.
tournaments.
I
We had tournaments. 8 guys in a room. It's your turn and your turn. And we had brackets and they were written on the wall in Sharpie and we crossed the names out. But nobody shot each other.
Yeah.
That's the point.
No,
We've
exactly.
taken it too far. We don't teach kids how to lose anymore.
Well, it's because we also competed in physical sports
Mm-hmm.
that kind of taught you a little bit more about winning, losing. And
No, because we
such.
actually
So-
lost.
Right.
And you know what the coach said?
Better luck next
Suck
time.
it up, guys.
Right.
This is what it feels like
Try
to
harder
lose.
tomorrow.
It sucks, doesn't it? Next time, you're going to use what you're feeling right now, and you're going to
Mhm.
make yourselves better, stronger.
Instead, today they go, it's okay. You're still a winner. Go believe the earth is flat. Fuck you.
I said this when Lynch was here. We don't know when to tell kids, hey, you know what? You're probably just not good at this.
Right away.
No,
Tell
we
them
do.
right away.
No, we do.
We know.
Because there's people out there that do it all the time that say, look, your kid shouldn't be playing this sport. But you know what happens? You can't tell my son that.
Then you have the
You
cheerleader
can't
mom.
tell him. He
Bingo.
told
I was gonna
me
say, look at those
his
cheerleaders in
dreams
Jersey.
are to
That's the
become
one.
a superstar. And he's going to be a superstar, damn
Right.
it. You're not going to hold him back. I'm
Ed's
sorry,
right.
man, but he can't hit a ball. I
Ed's
am going
right.
to hold
But
him
then
back.
you have
But
that
the
cheerleader mom from
administration-
New Jersey
yeah.
who goes in and says, my daughter's being excluded or my son is being
Yeah,
excluded or
Absolutely.
depending on which one of the 44 fucking genders they are.
Why do you
there's
think
only
I
2
quit coaching?
assholes. Same reason I did.
Because I dealt with millennial parents. That's why I quit fucking coaching.
Same here.
It wasn't coaching anymore. It was them telling me what I had
Suddenly
to do.
I don't feel so
No,
bad
it
because
was
I've been made to feel
right.
bad.
I was pretty much getting told to do something, aka a job,
That you didn't believe
but I
in.
wasn't getting paid for it. No. If I'm getting paid for it, by all means, tell me what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
But if I'm actually donating my personal time, and this ain't you motherfuckers out there, this is me.
No,
When-
they're the ones sitting outside coaching from the
Exactly,
sidelines.
exactly.
When you tell little
when it's my time, no.
I got to use a fake
I can't
name.
treat it like
I got to
that.
use
I
a
can't
fake
treat it
name.
like that.
When you tell little Shay, hey Shay, when you're pitching,
Bobby
you
Boucher.
do not that kind of Bobby Boucher, but hey Shay, when you're pitching, do a little of this, and you hear from the sidelines, Shay, do what I told you. It's like Ninja, shut
Yeah.
the fuck up.
Exactly.
If you want to do
Exactly.
this, come out here. I don't come to your house and tell you how to tell your kid how to eat dinner and do the dishes. When they're in this fence, they're my kids. Don't like it, don't sign them up.
No, don't like it. Be a coach next year.
Done and done.
I'm sorry, man.
Done and
That's
done.
what I said.
The problem is
all I
none
said
of them
my
have
whole
the
year-
knowledge that you and I have to do
My
the
last
damn
year,
job.
that was my favorite line. You could do better. Guess what? There's going to be an opening next year.
I've thrown.
There's going to be an opening next year. Do better.
I've told them, you want to do this? Show me it can be done. Can't do it.
No, it can't. You know
Can't do
why?
it.
Because they don't want to donate the time. They don't want to be held responsible. Just like Pussycat's parents don't want to be held responsible for this motherfucker right here. I'm sorry, parents. You are. It's
hope.
your fucking fault. You let this motherfucker drive all the way the fuck down to Florida by himself. You knew he had a mental disability. You let him fucking go down there. He murdered these motherfuckers. It's on your fucking hands.
I hope when Pussycats gets to hell, he gets anally raped by Hitler. Bomb. Done.
Love it. Love it. Okay, here we go.
That's
then.
what's
That
on
is-
all of
that
our
is-
minds.
That is all of our minds combined. We didn't want to donate a whole fucking show to Pussycat, but you did get your own nickname. You lucky son of a bitch. I didn't want to give you your own
You
nickname.
know what? I want
But he wanted to give you a nickname.
I want to make
so that's
you,
your nickname.
I want to make you feel better right now. I want to make you feel better right now. And before you got here, because I understand that your clock is slow, Ed and I made something for you.
No, it's not slow. I had to drop by somewhere.
I know. I understand.
So
We'll get it.
don't put that blame on me.
Today I'll buy
buddy.
it. Okay, wait. Today I'll buy it. The other 14 weeks, not so much. But we made something for you, and we're ready. So without further ado, my man Loki is going to bring you his segment called Buy and Sell. Are we having technical difficulties?
No, no, we're like almost
We're checking
almost
this
20 seconds behind.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
the gimmick of YouTube. We don't know what we're doing.
I'm just gonna have to like watch it later now.
Oh
see?
wow, you might have to subscribe. By the way,
God, I am
subscribe
subscribed.
to the YouTube channel.
Subscribe and hit
I just
that
don't
bell,
have my
people.
I just don't actually have
You
my
gotta
phone
hit
on.
the bell.
Yes, if this
All right, here we
video
go.
comes up, I am going to stop you. I want you to see this.
No, I do want to see it. I do want to see it. So I'm gonna start off with my man Ed.
Good,
on
because I'm
this
not
one.
ready.
Oh, I am so ready. I'm so ready. Okay, so I believe it's the mayor of New York, correct?
Bloomberg?
What?
No, they're changing, or is it the
The
congressman?
governor race. is
Governor.
coming up.
Thank you.
Cuomo
Governor.
is up for
Government.
re-election.
You're right. Thank you. Okay. Now, with the new governor coming to New York, now you might have heard about this. Prostitutes are actually going door to door to legalize the oldest profession in the world.
Ooh.
And I gotta say, a lot of people are actually going for this. Now, hold on, people. I don't want to do this.
You can't hear the music, but
but
that's
I,
the video right there.
I'm liking it.
Wait
I'm
till
liking it.
You
I'm
gotta
liking
play it back. Not
so
now.
let me hold on. Let me get my time up.
Are you
This is my fault.
really gonna do this?
I have to get my timer up here, man.
I don't know where
Okay.
my timer is.
I got it.
Timer.
It. No,
Yes,
you were having me watch the
that
video.
timer.
So,
Okay.
and actually, you know what's funny? 45% of the people that they've knocked on the doors for are on their sides. Buy or sell this, man. Bring prostitution back in New York.
I'm going to sell.
Why? Because you have a girlfriend?
No. I'm going to sell that Larry Sharp is running for governor of New York, folks. And if you want to legalize sex work, start the gold rush, baby. Technically, I'm buying, but I just sold. You have a choice, people.
All right.
I don't.
My
I
God.
don't quite know how to follow that.
All right, you're up.
I'm a whore.
Look, it's no different than the casting couch. Rose McGowan can kiss the whole bag of dicks. You slept with Harvey Weinstein to get where you wanted. You got what you wanted. If somebody wants to sell themselves for profit, sell yourself for profit. I'm buying it. I'm not buying the prostitute. I'm buying that a woman can say, "Here's my cooch. Do what you want with it." I'm buying it.
Bring back
self-ownership.
Thank you, Eddie.
The oldest profession in the world. I agree. I love it.
And there goes my
I love
timer.
it. I love it. All right, Chris.
Mm-mm.
You see, I'm working out this. You guys
Absolutely
gonna love this.
not.
You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this.
No, I'm done.
This is a Loki theory
Oh, good God.
on the younger age mass shooters. No, hear it out.
And he comes to
Hear it
me
out.
on this one.
I do. You like this?
I'm going to need 90 seconds.
You like this?
No.
Nope. Nope.
Go ahead.
30 seconds. It's
30
hot.
seconds.
It is. For all y'all that aren't up in like the New England area, it is hot as balls right now.
It's Africa hot.
This has probably been the worst.
I have something to say about that later.
This has probably
Oh, for
been
the
the
love of
worst
Pete.
August
As soon as my
we've
point's
ever
over, make
been.
your fucking point.
we've ever been in. I'm serious, and I work in a factory where I'm used to this fucking shit.
Mhm.
Even I'm bitching out.
I've worked in
I'm
factories
doing-
myself. I
I'm
know
so-
exactly what you're speaking
I'm so
of.
tapping out. Here we go.
Go ahead.
So here we go. They have nothing that keep them grounded. No kids, no responsibilities, no fears, no thoughts of losing something, aka no future. And this is why they hold life so cheaply. Buy or sell, Chris?
Sell. I'm going to say that they weren't taught correctly that life is precious. They weren't taught correctly that everybody is intrinsically special in their own way. They're taught that they are special. They're taught that they are the shining star. They're taught that they are the future president of the United States. They are the future fucking Nobel Peace Prize winner. They're not taught that anybody else has value except for them. I sell it. Fuck them all. That's it. And when my timer goes off, Ed can
We
mention
only got
Africa.
1 second, so.
Go ahead, piss me off. Talk about Africa before you get your point, because now I'm going to be pissed. Know what? Just for you. Just for you.
So you're saying I'm wrong that they have nothing that's keeping them grounded. They have no children. They have nothing.
No. I agree with it to an extent, but at the same time, they're not taught that human life has an intrinsic
So it
value
goes back to the parents.
beyond themselves.
It goes back to the parents.
Because you're about to make a point, I'm going to need a bigger gimmick. So go ahead. Just do your thing, because I knew this was going to happen today.
My Steiny was useless.
Your Steiny was awesome, and I thank you for it.
I'm actually going to sell, but for different reasons. I don't think it's necessarily that they're taught that they're special. I think now they're actually rating people based on characteristics they have no control over.
All right, hold on. I'm going to hit pause real quick. I think you're missing the point. What I'm saying is the reason why they treat life so not precious is that they have never actually experienced their own life themselves, aka having children.
I'm getting to that.
Okay.
I'm getting to that.
You're wrong.
They're actually taught that their life is actually rated on characteristics they have nothing control over, like the color of their skin, or they are bad people because this person can't get ahead, this, that, and the other thing. I actually disagree that they're taught that everyone's special. I actually think there's not enough individualism anymore. Everybody's kind of grouped together in one big collective. And because of that, life has no value because they don't view people as individuals. They are just nothing
You're
but
wrong.
characteristics.
I was going to say the same thing. You're wrong. Next.
Next, Ed.
You know I'm right.
9-year-old commits suicide after coming out as gay to his classmates just 4 years into the school year. I think this kind of works out.
4 years into the school year.
I'm sorry,
Sell it.
4 days. 4 days.
Sell it. The math is wrong. That's Common Core shit.
4 days into the school year. I think this goes exactly with what you were trying to make your point.
So he comes out as gay and then kills himself 4 days into the school year?
Because of bullying.
And he's 9?
He's 9.
I buy it. Someone 9-year-old doesn't really have the maturity to handle any kind of what's the word? Aggression towards things that aren't normal. I mean, I don't know how those kids react, and I don't know the level of bullying. Like, kids are nasty. You ever been on Twitter?
They said go kill yourself.
There you go. So I don't know what his support system at home was.
Mom wanted him to wear a dress because she completely said I loved you, even though he thought he was gay. Chris.
At 10 years old, you don't know what the fuck you are.
Thank you.
At 10 years old, you don't even know what you want for lunch. At 10 years old, At 10 years old, you want to be a fireman today, a professional wrestler tomorrow, and a doctor the third day. You don't know shit at 10 years old. I'm selling it. Thank you. Fuck you. Bye.
And with the 13
I've
seconds
said that
left
a
over,
lot tonight.
with the 13 seconds left over, can I just say this?
Yes.
At fucking 9 years old, sex should be the last thing on your fucking mind,
or
dude.
gender,
I'm
or
sorry.
all that gimmickry
Fuck
bullshit.
9 years old and you fucking think you're gay.
I had a boner
All
at
that
10.
fuckitude is wrong.
I did too, but it was looking at fucking Chitara from the Thundercats, and I was like looking down, going, "What the fuck is going on right now?" No, I was very right.
Chitara was sexy as
you
shit.
see how I'm working? This thing is great. Look how I'm working this.
So far, except Ed has fucked all of these up so far.
The White House did not fly half-mast for a day and a half.
Oh, you want to do this today,
as usually
right now.
required after the death of a sitting member of Congress.
Eddie, remember he said the word required.
Multiple people failed to answer as to why. Chris, buy or sell?
Sell. The flag code says that when someone of that particular fortitude dies, you go to half-mast for a particular length of time. That's the flag code. It's out there for any one of you to find.
I can answer it. It's like 48 hours.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Remember, stop the timer real quick because I want to ask, how much time do I have?
11 seconds. What is this? You guys are rewriting the rules.
Please return the clock to 15 seconds. Penalty on the field.
All right, go ahead. You're
The big-eared fucktard administration lowered the flag to half-mast for 48 hours for Whitney Houston, a drug-addicted pop star, not a war hero, not a politician who changed the world forever for the good, a drug-addled pop star. Don't be bent out of shape because John McCain only got 36 hours. I'm done with the snowflakery. Fight me. And fight me now. Assholes. He's probably a Whitney Houston fan, and he's going to come out and tell me how I'm wrong.
Did you have the camera on you the whole time? Because I was cracking up over here just
your
looking
face
at your
was
face.
Priceless.
Man. It was.
Your face
Are you
was
ready?
priceless.
Here's your 30 seconds.
Now, all of a sudden, they care about the flag?
Ouch. Ouch.
Listen, it's bullshit. They gave Obama shit for this. Everyone knows Trump doesn't like McCain.
Oh, my God.
You know, he
Yes.
gave him what was required, and that was
Yes,
it.
yes.
It's an unwritten rule that a
Yes.
sitting senator gets like a week or till the burial, but it is not an official rule. You know what? This is politics, and this is who's in the White House.
36 hours. It's 36 hours. It's a
I
day
heard
and
it
a
was
half.
48.
It's the flag
No,
code.
it's 36 hours.
36.
It's 36 hours. It is. I looked it
But
up.
do you know who put their
36
flags
hours.
down at half-mast for John McCain and kept
McDonald's.
them there? Ocean Beach.
Good for Ocean
Connecticut,
Beach. That's
United
great.
States, and the New London flag were all down half-mast for John McCain.
That's
And
fantastic.
for you,
It's not a law.
for you MAGA fuck snowflakes, the American flag was a little higher than the other two. Suck my dick.
There you go.
The American flag is supposed to be higher than any other. If you look it up, no flag flies higher in the flag code than the American flag.
Right.
So anybody who has a problem with that,
Right.
my penis is right here.
I'm just
Get
making-
on your knees and do your duty.
I'm
Ed.
just making fun of the people that
Duty,
had a
honor,
meltdown
country, motherfucker.
because a new guy made a mistake at McDonald's. That's all.
What
Those
have
people had a fucking meltdown.
right. Ed.
Yes,
Ed,
sir.
Thank God it's red.
You want to just wait outside?
Fucking God. No.
Bring it, motherfuckers. All right. No Chris Pines and the new Star Trek. Buy or sell.
I heard about that. No Chris Pine and no Hemsworth, if I'm
Mhm.
not mistaken.
Yes, you're very
And
correct.
Their negotiations are broken down, I guess, because
Done.
well, I guess they promised him a certain amount. They were contracted for it. They're
He's not
keeping
getting
up that
it.
amount,
Right.
so they kind of walk away from the table. He'll be in it. I'm going to buy it because yes, this is all true. But they'll be in it in the end. I think the backlash.
Can you see Star Trek without him?
without Chris Pine.
Let me give you an extra 10 seconds.
I hate the Abrams movies, so I probably won't even see it. To be honest,
Oh man, can I just say though, out of anybody to take such an incredible position, and it is, Captain James T. Kirk is an incredible position to take. That's not
it's
like
huge shoes. To
no,
fill.
exactly.
And I like him. Don't get me wrong.
It's not like Darth Vader where you're wearing a mask. You know what I'm saying? Like you could throw anybody in there, and they prove that
Except
with Hayden
Hayden
Christensen.
Christensen.
Exactly. You could throw anybody in there, and
Except
Hayden Christensen, exactly. Now, the point being though is they're very hard shoes to fill, and I think Chris Pine not only took James T. Kirk to the next level, I think he just took everything that was about James.
I should
T. Kirk.
clarify. I don't hate the people that got playing it. The movies themselves are just trash.
No, they are. They are.
I just don't like them.
They're a joke.
But you know who would be more than happy to probably play Captain Kirk again? William fucking Shatner.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure he'd jump at the
Absolutely.
chance. Hey, can I play it again? Just do some time things.
CGI. I'll
Let's
be more than happy
Bring back
to.
the Guardians of Tomorrow, man. I'll just do it again.
Chris.
Yes.
No, Chris Pine's new Star Trek. Buy or sell.
I'm gonna sell it. I think that he was a big part of the cast. I think he was important, and past that, you can't just replace characters willy nilly and expect it to succeed. So if this was not what you were looking for, and you wanted me to say "f this" and kiss my stuff and stick it down your mouth, I'm sorry. I'm selling it because he's important.
Oh, we should add too. They're not replacing Chekhov,
No, they're not.
like Anton Yelchin, because he died.
Oh yeah,
Right.
They're not going to replace him. They're just going to phase the character out.
Right,
That poor-
exactly.
that poor
Which
guy.
is cool. Which
Yeah.
is cool. Another
His
thing.
parents just won a lawsuit against the maker of that Jeep,
Yeah.
by the way.
And
because of the e-brake.
yeah, and another
Good,
thing is
good.
they're talking about the Connors. Roseanne's gonna be killed off. So
She killed herself.
Hold
man.
on.
no, I get that,
Which,
but
which is ironic, seeing as how in the original run,
Dan got
she
killed.
killed Dan off.
right, exactly. But how
There's
does that
no-
affect Dan's character? Because Dan is just an awesome fucking happy-go-lucky. So
There's
now
no
Can he
reason.
carry the show? He has to carry the show now.
he does.
There's
right.
no reason to kill her off.
And he's gonna have to be fucking super uber sad. You know how much he loved Roseanne. You know how much he loved Dan.
But you know what?
Look,
Dan
good
point.
loved Roseanne.
Good
dude.
point.
Not John liked fucking Roseanne. It was Dan loved Roseanne.
Great point. And maybe I'm going to piggyback this for a second. That might be the impetus of the show. Is he has to be the strength.
He has to be Dan.
Has to be exactly. He has to be the Dan that we all know and love. And
can the show go on? I don't think so, man. I think unfortunately,
doesn't she own a lot of the property though?
It doesn't. No.
Created by Roseanne. I mean, come on.
Disney owns it.
Yeah.
Really? She sold
Disney
off?
owns it.
Disney.
She
Disney
never
owns
owned it.
A lot of shit.
She
man.
never owned it.
That's a good point.
But
Yeah.
here's the thing. I don't know if you remember. This
It's
has
only a
worked.
first
This has
name.
worked before. I don't know if you remember. Remember that show, The Hogan Family?
Valerie's family.
Started out as Valerie,
That's true.
and then it was Valerie's family. Then they completely
They
took her name
hated
out of
her.
it.
And then Sandy One-Eyed Duncan came in.
Right, and that show went on for a number of years. Matter of fact, Jason
matter of
Bateman's
fact,
still a star because
yeah,
of that
she
show.
was.
I just watched Game Night. Have you seen Game Night?
Yeah, I was gonna
No.
say Sandy.
Fan fucking
Have you seen The Gift?
Yes.
Really good.
Watch
one.
Game Night.
That.
I'm telling you. Laugh
that-
out
what's
loud.
His name?
I don't
Well,
laugh out loud a
The
lot.
actor who plays the psycho in that
Uh-huh.
movie. That's his directorial debut.
No shit.
Yeah.
Watch
But
Game Night.
let's take
All
what you
of
just said and how many things have failed
What TV shows?
that have had a new one come in and try to take over the spot.
Spider-Man.
Ooh.
Come on, the new Darren. Stop.
Bewitched.
You ever hear the Roseanne joke about that?
Yes.
When they brought in the new Becky, they were sitting there watching Bewitched, complaining.
I need a bigger
I like
gimmick.
they think they replaced somebody mid character that we're not going to notice, and the new girl playing Becky like just happens to walk into the room and she's like watching TV. She goes, I don't know, I kind of like the new Darren better.
I like the new Darren.
Yeah.
Yep,
Here,
exactly.
I'm gonna give you a littler gimmick.
That's
But,
right, because that's empty. I need my 76. I'm gonna
I
try
got
that
you
anyways.
covered, brother.
All right, so here we go.
I'm doing it.
The
dry
last
tonight.
one,
Who's
and it
this for?
goes to you.
Ah, Jesus.
Come on,
You
come on.
wanna play
And
too.
this is a listener buy or sell
Oh.
question.
Okay, can I ask two questions?
What?
One, who is the listener? And two, what is their address?
Do you
Because
have
if
any-
I don't like it,
Yes,
I'm going to their house.
Yes, and after everything is done, absolutely.
All right.
Are you ready?
Who is the listener?
Here we go. No, after the question.
Okay.
I will give you the whole smackdown. Here we go.
If it's that fucking guy from South Carolina, I'm punching everybody in this room, not just Chris.
Okay. I know about that dude. So,
All right.
So, anyways, this listener has recently come across seeing multiple old men in her neck of the woods
Mhm.
collecting bottles and cans, and obviously using them to trade in.
Yeah.
Have we, as a society, forgotten our heritage and forgotten our fathers? Buy or sell?
I'm not quite sure the question. Don't start the timer. Have we forgotten our fathers and forgotten our heritage?
Well, we have old men out here collecting bottles and cans. Where's their kids? Where's their loved ones? Why are they out there doing that?
Okay, start the timer.
So, where have we left our ancestors?
Sell. I can remember friends of mine in the neighborhood where I grew up, the older guys, going out and collecting the bottles and cans on the side of the road. Not only because it was a beautification project, but because you can get a nickel for these fucking cans. So then us younger folks started to do it, and he got pissed off. You're taking my steam. I can't get money now. No, I'm selling this. Everybody should do their part, and if you're the one to get out there and get it, get it.
Have we forgotten our heritage?
Sell. FDR did
Wow.
that bullshit welfare state.
He's just being vulgar.
Could you just
Vul-
for once
Vulgar display of politics over here. That's what
Jesus.
this is. That's all he's doing.
Now,
Right
you know what? Old people collect bottles and cans.
exactly?
In my entire life, there's been somebody. Yeah, there's been occasionally some mentally ill guys collecting bottles and cans. But
Charlie.
You know what? The mayor of Middletown's in the house.
Charlie
and
the bum bum.
Yes.
There's a gentleman that comes in to our store twice a week. His name is Richard, and he's just that guy. He's a little off. I don't want to diagnose him because I'm not a doctor, but he's way the
All right,
fuck
so
off.
the listener was my girlfriend.
Well,
Yeah, I know,
thank you,
she checks
Janelle.
Well, look, think of it this way. Okay, let's say some of these old people are on Social Security. They're not allowed to make any extra money. They'll take their benefits away.
Right.
Exactly.
all
Get
they
the
can
cans
really-
and
yeah,
bottles.
All they can really do is collect the bottles and cans and maybe do odd jobs under the table if they used to have.
Richard's
like,
not
trades.
exactly a young guy, but Richard's out there and he's trying to find whatever he can find.
Well,
to
we
make a
don't.
buck.
I think it all goes down to it. Just depends on the background, the story. We don't know what the people are behind. We don't know what's going on with these people when they're saying it. You know what I'm saying? It's
Bingo.
just- we don't know their past. Are they out there, like you said, to beautify it? Are they out there because they need to buy cat food? You know what I'm saying? And yeah, okay, it's a joke.
No,
It
I
is.
get it.
No, it is a joke. We've talked about that before because I think each and every one of us has actually worked at a grocery store and we've seen old people come in
Oh,
and
God,
buy
yeah.
fucking like thousands of fucking
And
dollars
you're
worth of cats.
curious.
And you're like, you ain't
curious.
buying that for fucking cats. They're literally eating this fucking
Once in
shit,
a blue
people.
moon, you
Bobby.
have someone who has ditty cats.
Guy named Bobby used to cash in a bunch of dirty bottles and cans so he could buy a bottle of red wine and vinegar because the
Right.
package stores threw them out.
Yeah,
I got to run upstairs to the main office. But one of the comments that came in, it says it's the mayor of Middletown. Old men value $1 far more than we do.
Yes.
6-pack and a block of bottles, frugality at its finest.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say that too.
absolutely.
Like that old guy who's grabbing a few nickels
Charlie
so he
the
can
Bum Bum.
buy his.
You got a song for Charlie the Bum?
You know Charlie the Bum.
I've heard of him.
Charlie
You just
the
sang the
Bum
song, and I'm
Bum.
like, wait, I've heard of Charlie the Bum.
That was our dude that collected cans.
The dude
We
out
used to
by
fuck-
Hamilton.
Yes, Charlie the Bum
You
Bum.
didn't know Charlie?
I didn't know him personally, but I've heard of him. I've seen him, but I didn't know there was a song
There's
about him.
actually a song about Charlie the Bum.
Okay, I'm not leaving yet. I want to hear the song.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
that's it?
Charlie the Bum Bum.
I thought maybe there was more lyrics to
No,
it.
I just
Come on, dude. We were 12.
we're exactly. We'd see him out there collecting cans, and we'd say Charlie the Bum Bum.
I went full Weird Out and wrote lyrics
I know.
to everything.
We hadn't quite perfected our Weird Al
Yeah,
yet.
I was gonna say that didn't
came
come
later.
till
That's
later.
why I'm the professional. I'm just saying that right now. I got to run up to the main office. I'll be right back. Let's.
But yeah, no. Let the old guys collect their nickels so they can go to the VFW and get their Miller High Life.
Look, if somebody's gonna throw their fucking trash out in the corner, and
Disgusting,
somebody's
by the
gonna,
way.
that's
It's
shit.
horrible.
Um,
But old people love it.
I will say this. I've kind of been getting off. I want to say because I'm pretty much done with it now because I don't cash the check anymore from Tokyo Sushi. But every
You got to
s-
check after the tab.
Yeah, believe it. I know, right? Won't you believe it? But anyways,
I don't. I'm gonna need to see the receipts, motherfucker.
it wasn't much. So, anyways, I get off the exit right over by the Walmart over there because that's Core Plus is my bank. And there's this dude that sits out there, and he's a veteran, and he's literally looking for food, and he's looking for money, he's looking for whatever it is. And I see this guy; he has like 3 coolers next to him. I know he's legit just for that reason. You know what I'm saying? He actually has 3 coolers next to him, which means he's expecting food, not money.
Mhm.
This is the type of person that I feel like society has fucked over. You know what I'm saying? When Jay turns around and she says, "Look, I see these old guys walking down the street and collecting cans." We don't know what they look like. She
Right.
knows what they look like. So, are they haggard? Are they soiled? Do they look like they've been through hell and back? Then yes, we have failed these gentlemen. Then we have failed our ancestors in that respect. If they are clean, if they are not clean in the aspect of they're out there wearing suits, because obviously you're not going to wear a suit when you're collecting cans. But you know the difference between somebody that is actually homed and somebody that's homeless. You know what I'm saying? My point being, this gentleman, this veteran that's over at Walmart, the North Walmart, every weekend, he has coolers. He's not expecting money. He's expecting food. You know what I'm saying? He is more than gracious to take this food. If you want to drop him off a burger from McDonald's, he's going to put it in his cooler, and he's going to save that for the fucking week. You know what I'm saying? This is his food. This is his mindset. These are the people that we failed. These are the people, in my opinion, the people that are set up that know, look, at one day, I can get 45 burgers from McDonald's. The next day I could get absolutely dick, maybe a lobster claw from fucking from from Big Y over there because they had a fucking throwaway or some shit like that.
I don't know if you know this, but there was just a video of it going around for people who like to motherfuck Amazon. But if you use their like 20
people that
I
motherfucker.
know.
You people don't have any clue
No.
what this company does.
Now you can actually
That's why they're my favorite affiliate. They really are.
Using their 24-hour delivery. If you see a homeless guy in the street, you just look at the address he's near and you put the delivery instructions. Give the homeless guy in the side of the street.
Fucking shit, bro.
They'll bring him socks, long johns, whatever you order.
Oh, that's
for him.
fantastic.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will.
They actually they're not doing it around here yet. If they did, I would consider doing it. But they kind of like Uber. They actually have people that you can deliver for Amazon.
Yeah,
and they give you an app, and they're like, pick this up, bring this here, and in areas where that's available, if you're not comfortable giving a homeless guy money, which is understandable, you never know if they're going to shoot up or whatever.
Right.
Ask them, hey bro, what do you need? And some will be like, I'm freezing, I need long johns, I need a blanket, I need this and that. You can order on Amazon, say deliver to here, and Amazon, those people
within 24 hours.
24 hours will hand over.
We'll hand it to them, absolutely.
Yep.
Which I think is fucking awesome. And just like
but
you
no,
said,
Amazon's evil.
One of the biggest things that I think a lot of people have is they don't want to just hand money over. Which, like I was telling,
you should be apprehensive about.
No,
that.
absolutely.
Always
which
do.
I said when I saw that this guy literally had 3 coolers sitting next to him, I knew he didn't give a fuck if there was money coming his way or food coming his way. He was walking away with something, and if you were going to give him perishables, he wanted to make sure that he could make sure that these things were being saved.
Right.
Which is, man.
Word of advice to everybody, because Chris Rock said this: the fastest way to make someone hate you is to give them money.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
It's fast.
Ryan Reynolds will tell you that one of his best friends, fucking growing up, man, he sold fucking baby, saw pictures of his baby to get money. What a fucking piece of shit!
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go, guys. We are going into the NFL. And look at him over here. He's filling in
real quick before we dive into.
I'm reseating everything.
Such a good boy
as it goes.
Before we get into the preview, I actually have some football news.
Ooh, that's right.
I have some
football
football
news. I heard about
news.
this.
Shocking, huh? As a matter of fact,
is it shocking football news though, or is it just football news?
It depends. If it turns out to be true, it's kind of funny.
Shocking.
You know what? Let's run this. I never get to use my sports gimmick. All right, so our good friend, speaking of kneeling and shit, I don't know if Colin Kaepernick had a lawsuit with the NFL because they were trying to say they were blacklisting him.
Yep.
Violating what may be violating a gag order. Denver Broncos manager John Elway may have violated a protective order by saying we offered him a job and he didn't take it, and then later filed the lawsuit. And his lawyers had given Elway a gag order keeping him from saying that. So Colin Kaepernick has been riding this wave of being blackballed by the NFL when in fact he was offered a spot on the Denver Broncos, but he turned down.
Suck a bag of dicks, Colin.
Buy it or sell it, boys.
Sell it. Fuck you, Colin. If this comes out and it's real and there's paperwork, you can kiss all the dicks. I was blackballed. John Elway, the big tooth cocksucker I hate, offered you a job.
John Elway's legit, dude. You know why they told him to keep his fucking mouth shut? Because John Elway is that guy. John Elway is the type of guy who will go out and be like, you don't got a job, son? Come on over to the Denver Broncos. You got a job. I will find you a job. It don't matter if I'm having you flip fucking hot dogs. It don't matter if you're fucking warming towels. Son, I will find you a job. That is John Elway to a fucking T.
Yep.
So here you have Colin Kaepernick bitching and moaning. I guarantee you. I guarantee you John Elway said, yes, now, come to the Broncos.
I don't know for sure if this is true. This is looks like a blog, Kevin Jackson, the blacksphere.net. But if it turns out to be true, Kaepernick's a phony.
Yeah.
A fraud.
Yeah.
And the NFL players that are following suit, you've been played.
Oh, we knew.
You've been fucking had.
Look, we knew you've been played. You guys all right. Did y'all see that fucking video when the guy was like, this congressman totally drilled the kneeling for the national anthem, and he was pretty much saying he's not upset about it in the least, and you shouldn't be either. And this,
Yeah, I saw that speech.
and this is exactly kind of like where I feel. Look, people have died and bled and did everything that they could for that flag. Regardless of you want to respect that flag or not, you live in this soil. You breathe the air of America. You're fucking American. So whether
Not Italian, not Scottish,
Right.
not Portuguese, not French, not any.
and
of that
as an
bullshit.
American, you have the right to self-expression.
Mhm.
And if self-expression means I don't want to fucking kneel or I don't want to put my hat down, dude, I go to Red Sox games all the time. And let me tell you, there are motherfucking people out there that do not take their hats off. Security guards included
Mhm.
that work at Fenway Park. Now,
Well, security guards might be told as part of their
no,
job.
no,
they
no,
need to
no, no,
stay
no,
in
no, no,
uniform.
no. I see other security guards taking
Okay,
their hat
I'm
off.
just saying.
No, I'm just, and this is my point.
If you have a job, we've talked about it on
Yes,
this show 100
no,
times.
absolutely.
If your job
No, that's the whole
says
point of this. Yes,
you're employed, you do what your employer tells you.
yes, absolutely.
Done.
The point of the matter is this: that flag is there. It's always going to be there. You can't do anything about it. When you're on this soil, that's your flag. Respect it, deny it, do whatever the fuck you want, because that flag's still going to be there at the end of the fucking day. It's not changing. The colors are still going to be red, white, and blue. The people that died for it are still going to be, their legacies still going to be there, and people that are going to fight for it in the future are still going to come forth. We don't need you. We have this flag, and this is what we stand for.
All right. Well, I think we're ready to talk about football.
I think we are.
I'm putting the word out to the MFs. You want to call in after we talk about when we talk about your division. Call in.
Yeah, I don't
Do
want to hear
not
that
call
bullshit.
in. If we're talking about the AFC East and you're a fan of the Tampa Bay Bucks, don't call in. When we're talking about New England,
Make sure you guys stick around for that top 10 list tonight. Top 10 things Roman Reigns could be doing instead of being a fucking Universal Champion.
fuck Roman Reigns. And I'm keeping it alive. Fuck Roman Reigns.
I love it.
Having
love
said
it.
that,
I love it.
Unless you want to buy merchandise that features Roman Reigns.
where can you find those?
All right, so are we cool with going with how I had it? North, east, east, south,
lead
south.
us. I'll tell you what.
Okay.
You were kind enough to print all of the stuff out. You were kind
Well,
enough.
you did it last year. I figured it was the least
know.
I could do. You
So,
know what I'm
and
saying?
I led last year. You tell us where we want to go, what division we're
All right.
going to. We'll talk about it.
So we go. We're gonna go AFC
Football
North first.
fans, once again,
Here we go.
I got to throw the rule out one more time because you know some dickhead is
know.
going to call in. We're talking about the AFC East, going Philadelphia, dude. When we get to your division, you go to the Facebook page, you hit click to call in. When we are talking about your division.
Okay, so it's very easy.
There it is.
Never root for a team that's not in your division.
AFC North.
AFC North.
So if
I'm
you
all about
are
it.
not a Ravens, a Bengals, a Browns, or a Steelers fan, shut the fuck up. Here we go.
No, these are the people we want to talk to.
I said unless.
Oh, I got you.
Unless you are.
See,
a Ravens.
you and Eddie are giving me a reason to have the big gimmick.
I think you're the reason.
Why don't you hush?
I think you're the reason.
By the way,
All right, so
Grandma, if you're out there, I know you might not hear this, but I'm pulling for you. Get through it. Get to the end of the week, man. We love you. Just come on.
Get the pinky of hope, man.
Do it, man. Come on. We're all praying for you.
So I decided to go with weaknesses this year. This was my theme
Well,
for football.
You know, we must speak telepathically.
Because you went with strengths,
or horizontally. No, because I thought I went from weak to strong, and that's how I made my picks this year.
That's pretty cool. So what I'm gonna do is, since you're gonna go with the whole strength idea, is I'm gonna give you the one weakness that I believe that this team has to overcome.
Ooh.
During this year.
See, I went the other way. I went from the weakest team, who I see sucking a bag of butt, to
No, I still have that. No, absolutely, I still have. Yeah,
no, I got you.
For example, the Browns are the worst of the worst.
Well, we're gonna have a problem when we get to that. But when I made my picks, I'm just like, I looked at it as, you it's easy to go from top to bottom. It's
Right.
easy to go from, say, Patriots to Bills. It's easy to go from Falcons to Buccaneers if the Falcons are indeed on top of
Right.
that division in any of our picks. But it's more difficult to go from the bottom and go, these guys are going to be the absolute bottom of the barrel. Let's work our way forward.
Exactly. So here
Let's
we
go.
So I'm going to break it down. My picks. Here we go. So I have Steelers 11-5. I have the Ravens 9-7. I have the Bengals 8-8.
Mhm.
And last but not least, I have the Browns. Now, real quick, Baltimore Ravens. Their biggest.
This is what you're going to put in the envelope for when we review this after the Super Bowl.
No, we have
before the Super Bowl.
big. This is this guy.
We
right
did the
here.
picks last year too.
No, we can do that too.
Because I'm
Absolutely.
calling your bluff
Yep.
on the Bengals.
Yep.
I'm just sticking with the playoffs.
Absolutely.
If you don't mind.
I know.
So here we go.
Go ahead, Ed.
Baltimore Ravens, I believe that their major weakness right now is offensive firepower. We are still sitting behind a Joe Flacco that has absolutely no idea where the fuck
The
he
fact
is
that
in the
Flacco
NFL.
has a ring and Marino doesn't still pisses me off.
Exactly. Thank you for fucking saying that.
You're welcome.
Cincinnati Bengals. Very simple. Can you give me a receiver other than the last name Green? And
there's that one guy. Wait. He had a name, but it was a number. But he had a name, but that's way back.
See, exactly. That's not now.
Right.
Yeah. You mean Ocho Cinco?
That's the one.
Not happening though. Not now. Not unless it comes out of retirement and comes back there. Cleveland Browns head coach Hugh Jackson, not Hugh Jackman. So it's Hugh Jackson.
So Wolverine's not
right?
the coach.
No, he's not. But
that might change my
I
pick.
believe that's going to be the weakness of the Cleveland Browns. And last but not least, Pittsburgh Steelers, who I did pick for number one. I believe their major weakness this year: drama. Pitbull, you got to hear me on this one, man. Come on. That's all it's been from day one is drama with these fucking Steelers. Get your team together, and I believe you have a run for the Super Bowl.
All right. I said I was going to call you out on the Bengals.
You got 11-5 for the Steelers too, though.
Yes, I do. But I have the Bengals taking fourth with 4-12.
Really?
Because I just don't think they have any firepower. I have the Browns coming in third, also at 4-12. This is the weakest division with the strongest leader, in my opinion. I think the Browns have done what. You want me to try this?
That's the 76.
Okay, hold on.
76 is good.
Oh, that's clean.
That's
bro.
good, man.
I had that at the deck.
That's
good.
That's a clean sipping beer right there.
I like that.
I was really surprised.
I'm very impressed.
By the
with
way,
that.
guys, I made it. I did it. I fucking whatever.
That's why I handed you that. That was. I'm very impressed with that.
All right.
Holy
Anyway,
shit.
I got the Browns at 4-12, and because you have a tie, there has to be a tiebreaker.
But the Browns, you realize that they only won one victory the year
Right.
before.
And
they didn't win one at all last year.
2 of their 4 are going to come against the Bengals. So that's why I have them in third. I have Baltimore at 7-9, taking up second place. Baltimore has continuously, since that Super Bowl a couple years ago, have continuously kept falling down the map. They're just garbage. And at 11-5, like Loki said, I have the Steelers at number 1 in the AFC North. They are the class of the field. In my opinion, right now, as I'm looking down my list, they are the second best record in the AFC this year. And you're going to hear more about the Steelers as we go forward into the playoffs. So,
Agreed.
Next. Where are we going?
Ed.
Oh, yeah. Ed doesn't make picks until the playoffs. He just said that.
Oh.
I don't know enough.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
All right, so
Which
we
is
go.
why I wanted Tommy Summers or somebody here.
North.
I'm going to
NFC
absorb your data and I'm going to make playoff picks.
Which will be completely wrong. NFC North.
You want to take this one?
I sure would like to.
Go right ahead.
All right. This is probably, in my opinion, the toughest division.
Yes.
Which
Agreed.
will be led by a team that I didn't think had half an opportunity. And I have to go back. One moment, please. Okay. So I've got Chicago coming in fourth at 7-9. Again, a rebuilding year. Last year, not so great. 7-9 is an upgrade for them. Here's where the big jump comes. I have the Lions coming in third at 10-6. The Lions have made great improvements. I think they're going to be a force to reckon with next year, the year after. This year, not so much. But they're going to show you that they're for real this year. 10-6. I have Minnesota coming in second with the wild card at 11-5. The only downfall I see is you have to play 2 games against Green Bay. You're going to split it, and you're going to take one game. You're going to take the game at home. Obviously, Minnesota doesn't lose at home really in the last couple years. But I got Green Bay coming in 11-5 in first because of their strength of schedule, which is not all that great. That's the only reason I picked Green Bay to go over when it comes down to it. So that's my North. I got Green Bay 1, Minnesota 2, Detroit 3, Chicago 4.
All right. I am going to follow that up with I agree with you with the Bears being 7-9, and they're going to come in fourth. And the reason I'm going to follow that up is the edge rushing. They have absolutely nothing impressive coming out of the defense at all. So, in a very high offensive league, let's be honest with you, the NFC North is an extremely explosive offensive league this year, people.
Mhm.
I don't know if you've been sleeping under a rock,
Oh,
but
wait till
we
we get to
have
the
been
other
fucking
parts of
been
the
doing
NFC.
some hard fucking trucks here. Number 3, I do agree with you. However, I'm going to give them one more loss. The Lions are only going to be 9-7,
Okay.
and I'm going to tell you why. They have the same issue that the Chicago Bears have, and that's edge rushing. You are not going to be able to get to the quarterback. And let's be honest with you. You have our man Aaron Rodgers. We have Kirk Cousins. We have Trubinsky with the
The
Bears
Bears.
right now. You have to get to these guys. Look, Trubinsky might be a rookie, but he's been impressive.
He's got the moves.
He's been impressive, right? Exactly.
And he's not fat
So-
Stafford. And that's the only
Stafford.
downfall.
See, that's just it. Stafford's on their team, so that's the only quarterback they can catch right now, and it's on his team.
The problem is, and I'm going to say this, sorry, Lions fan, Fat Stafford, and that's his name, Fat Stafford, can't get out of his own way if he has a scramble situation. So the Lions are at a disadvantage. I gave them 10-6 just based on because I went through every game and yada yada and Schneebitz but I gave them 10-6 where you're giving them 9-7 based on Fat Stafford not being able to get out of his own way.
Which you won't. And number 2, I'm going to give to the Green Bay Packers at 10-6.
Wow.
And the reason why is their inexperienced secondary. Let's be honest with you, in a very high passing offensive.
Do you know why Green Bay won't go far in the playoffs?
Because of their inexperienced
Because
secondary.
Everything Danica Patrick touches eventually crashes.
Oh, I hear you. But unfortunately,
listen to CNJ Speeder Review Wednesday night.
I don't care how much Aaron Rodgers is going to throw up offensively. When your defense can't stop anything defensively, you're left with the 2015 Minnesota Vikings.
Okay, and I'm gonna say that Green Bay and Minnesota right now are maybe just north and south of each other on defense. I give the nod.
Not at all. We destroy them on defense.
Finish me out. I give the nod to Minnesota. They have more youth.
God, I hope so.
They have more youth, but
no. Green Bay has more youth.
Well, I'm going.
That's my point. Is they're inexperienced. They are all rookies. Their entire secondary.
When I say youth, I don't mean rookies. I say youth. Minnesota has more youth, but they also have more explosiveness.
Smith has been in the league for 4 years now. Barr has been in the year for 5 years now.
Would you disagree that Minnesota's defense is more explosive than Green Bay, despite the number of rookies or 2 to 3 year vets?
For a team that has been known for defense for their entire existence, yes, Minnesota absolutely.
That's what I'm going on.
Number 1 goes to Minnesota. 12-4 is going to be
12-4.
Going to be my biggest pick right now for the NFC.
Okay, I like it, and I'll buy it.
And I'm going to give my Minnesota Vikings their weakness, and that's the offensive line. Still an issue there being our defense. I mean, hell, we just picked up freaking that dude from Seattle Seahawks. We picked up the other dude from freaking the Bengals there, that Luka. So he's going to take over some position out in the safety. The defense is sick. Our offense is sick. Thielen is impressive. Diggs is impressive. The only thing that scares me is our offensive line, is if they can stay healthy. AFC East.
AFC East. You want to start?
Absolutely. I'll take that. So number 4 is going to go to the Jets.
Wow.
7-9.
We're gonna argue this one. I can see it now.
7-9, and I'm gonna tell you why. They have the worst offense in the NFL. Period. Number 3 goes to the Buffalo Bills. Wow. They're going to be 7-9 as well, but they're going to beat the Jets just enough to make them take over the 3rd position. Their biggest issue is going to be their quarterback and Tyrod Taylor. I don't think that his, let me just say, his inexperience on the field is probably going to crash them down. Number 2 is going to go to the Dolphins. He has no control of that team. He has no control of that team, man. You have a good team. Let's not downgrade the Dolphins because the Dolphins have a championship team. They've had a championship team for the longest time.
Find the groove.
They need a leader. They need a coach, and this is their problem. I don't think they're going to have it again.
I don't want to equate this to Minnesota or Atlanta or whatever, but I'm going to. You have to find that coach.
Yes.
You can bring everything together.
Yes,
you need a Zim. You need a Quinn.
Yes.
You need someone that's going to say, hey, guys, you have what it takes.
Fuck yes.
Let's put it together.
Leadership is a huge difference, man. We talk about this shit all the time. You can be the leader.
Joe Torre.
Or
Bill
you can be somebody who backs out orders.
Phil Jackson. Do you want me to go on?
No, yeah, that's
leaders.
All. That's it.
Phil Jackson won 6 championships with Michael Jordan and a bunch of also-rans.
Exactly. Number 1, of course, New England Patriots, 11-5. However, I did find a weakness with them.
They suck.
And it's going to be their tackles.
Yeah.
This year, you have lost your tackle to a trade. You have 2 rookies coming in. They do not look good. Now, let's talk about the tackle position. That is the most important position when it comes to protecting your quarterback's
center
guard
side. Tackle.
Exactly, is your outside line.
I'm explaining this to Ed because he doesn't know his shit off. Center, guard, tackle.
I know what he's saying.
So what that breaks off
so
on
you played Madden before?
Is you have. Let me
on Nintendo.
Let me put it this way. 55% of defensive ends blow the tackles out of the water. And that's a good tackle.
I can see that. We saw that last year.
Yeah, that's a good tackle.
So
now
it was already bad.
In the Super Bowl,
take a bad tackle.
I hate to say it, but in the Super Bowl, that's where Brady lost all his momentum.
Yes.
Was when Philadelphia basically exploited the outside.
Absolutely, yes.
There you go.
Both ways. All right, so what do you got?
Tom does go both ways. Okay, so I got Buffalo coming in at 4-12 as my 4. I have Miami coming in.
I know why you did that.
Because they suck. Let's be honest. No, stop. Buffalo sucks.
Not as bad as the Jets. The Jets are going to fucking stink up the place bad.
No.
Jets. Suck.
Jets are going to have their own problems, but they're going to do well. The Buffalo doesn't look...
They're going to put Teddy Bridgewater in against the Patriots. They're going to break Teddy Bridgewater's leg, and I'm going to cry for Teddy. I am. I can see
That's
it already.
fine and dandy, but I just don't see Buffalo as a contender. I look at their schedule. They're a 4-12 team. I got Miami coming in 3rd at 7-9. Again, another tough division, but what I see is
Jets coming in.
I got the Jets in 2nd. How did you know? 9-7 with the wild card. I got the Jets at 9-7. I actually think that Teddy Bridgewater is going to have a breakout. This is going to be.
I'll give it to you.
This is going to be the Teddy Bridgewater we all wanted.
I hope so. I
would have loved to have seen him in purple, but he's going to do it in green and white.
I would have loved to have seen it.
This is his coming out party. Jets at 9-7 with the wild card. Of course, I have. You can't bet against them in this division in this day and age. For the last 15 years, it's the Patriots at 12-4. They are my AFC East champions. You stop. Go back to the Jets. You can't argue against Teddy B. He's gonna ignite the offense.
He was like a centimeter away from losing his leg,
and now he's back. And when
I know, dude, I wanted him to stay.
I know,
I wanted him to stay, but man, I watch him at practice, and it hurts me. Like I literally I don't know. Maybe just for me being a Minnesota fan, and I get to see the behind the scenes.
There's never been anything bad with the Jets O-line. It's always been
No,
the receivers and the
I'll
running.
agree with that. I will agree with you
You
there.
put Teddy
I
B
will.
in there,
I
they're
will
going to light
agree.
it up. 9-7.
He is
bet
accurate.
Me. They are
within 10 yards. There is no quarterback more accurate than fucking Teddy
How
Bridgewater.
far do you have to go to renew your downs?
With the 10 yards, that's it.
Bingo.
That's why
Teddy
I said
B,
yeah.
9-7. Jets, write it down.
All right, NFC East.
I don't even want to talk
and
about
I
this
should
division.
expect my phone to be blowing up
I'm
at any
sure.
time now.
I've got mine plugged in
All right,
now.
here we go. I think I'm going to break this down for y'all.
Good.
So I got number 4 is very simply the Washington Redskins.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be 7-9.
Wow, you're generous.
I was going to say they're probably going to be 5-11, but I'm just being very nice.
I wrote it down. 5-11.
And the only reason why I'm giving them 7-9 is because I just found out that Adrian Peterson went to the fucking Redskins.
Are you shitting me?
Yes, no, I'm serious. So
I might give him 6-10.
Adrian, just because Adrian Peterson, I'm going to tell you that. Just be out of sure will, Adrian's going to get at least 2 victories. Just out of Adrian Peterson alone, it's going to happen.
I might give them 6-10 just for that.
And with that being said, their biggest problem, their biggest weakness is offensive weapons.
The biggest weakness is they're fucking Washington, and they haven't been a hill of shit for years.
Hey, guess who just got signed into a huge, lucrative 5-year fucking deal?
Who?
Oh, that's right. Our man from New York Giants. Yeah, that's right.
Odell Beckham Jr.
Odell Beckham Jr.
Don't forget what Jimmy Wisman says. Juniors never amount to anything.
But they're still going to be third people at 8-8.
Except Ken Griffey Jr.
And the reason why they're going to have a problem is because Eli's inconsistency on the
Wait
field.
a minute. That means you have Dallas coming in second.
As much as I hate to admit it, yes, I do.
Oh,
yes, I do.
fuck.
At 10-6,
Whoa!
I do believe that Dallas finds a niche in your boy. I think
my boy. Oh, Ezekiel Elliott.
Is he not an Ohio State Buckeye?
Unfortunately, fortunately, he is a Buckeye.
He is a Buckeye.
Unfortunately,
he was a very good Buckeye.
He was the bomb.
That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying here is this year he finds his niche. He turns into the Peterson of 2016, if you will.
He could either go Adrian Peterson or Jamal Anderson.
Pick either one. The MVP of 2016, Adrian Peterson, when he literally took the team on his shoulders and ran. Dude, his quarterback was Christian Ponder, people. Christian fucking Ponder, and he took us to the playoffs.
I made that analogy because Jamal Anderson in that Super Bowl year, his quarterback was Chris fucking Chandler.
Exactly.
Do you guys remember Chris Chandler? Nobody else does either.
No, exactly.
Except unless you're a Falcon fan like me.
And number 1, of course, is going to go to the Eagles. However, I'm going to give them 11-5. And I'm going to say their biggest weakness, which is going to be their downfall,
is Tom Brady.
Kiss a dick.
No, partially correct. It's releasing Kendricks.
Ooh.
You guys are going to pay for that.
Yeah,
because
you are.
Kendricks was single-handedly, in my opinion, the one person that kept getting into Brady. You let that boy go. You let that boy go. I'm sorry, dude. Much like Eric Kendricks of the Vikings is the defensive heart and soul of our team, I really believe that. I believe it's Lamar. Lamar Kendricks is your heart and soul of your defense, and I think that's going to kill you this year, guys. Right. Sorry.
Well, I have the Redskins at 5-11 at 4. No need to talk about how much they suck, but
I thought you were going to give him 6 with Adrian Peterson there.
Oh, yeah, 6-10.
You got to give it to Will just for Adrian, because you know he's got this huge ass chip on his shoulder, and he's got to pay for all those kids.
Which means I got
all those kids out of wedlock.
Take away a win from somebody else, and I think I have found my spot. All right, right there. All right,
let me guess, Cowboys.
You think? In third, I got the Cowboys 7-9, originally 8-8, but because Adrian Peterson's there, I got them at number 3. At
he's gonna dust it. You know, he hates the Cowboys.
Oh, he's gonna dust.
He hates the Cowboys
after all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Number 2 in the NFC East, I have the New York Giants at 8-8. I really don't think they're better than that.
We got 8-8.
I'm serious. I think they're passable team. And taking the NFC East at 11-5, I have the Philadelphia
Yep,
Eagles, the
about
reigning
same.
defending world heavyweight champions of football, and they just there has to be a weakness. You're right. There's just everything you
Kendricks.
said with Kendricks and the weaknesses that they had in the deep ball.
Oh,
if you throw the deep ball against
love
Philadelphia,
any Philadelphia fan, challenge me on this. Challenge me on the fact that you let go of Kendricks and tell me that isn't going to affect you guys.
But if you go back to those games, especially against,
oh, it will.
Atlanta had great success against Philadelphia in the regular season with the long ball. You got to the playoffs, they went a different route and they got fucked. Go with the long ball, much like when Atlanta was against the Patriots. Go with the run. The run was working. What'd you do? You changed the fucking game plan. You got screwed. If you play the long ball against Philadelphia, you're going to win. But in that division, Philadelphia is the class of the field.
Agreed.
All right. AFC South, Jones.
AFC South.
Stop coughing. Be a professional.
Sorry. I was verklempt.
I understand. This is probably the shittiest division of all of them.
I don't know. I think, okay. So I'll take this one.
You know what? I might lead.
Go ahead. I'll take it.
I got the Colts at 5-11. They haven't made much progress from last year.
I'll go with that.
Really bad for them. At number 3, I have the Titans at 8-8. Again, no, with the draft and with free agency, no forward momentum. I have the Texans at 9-7, which strangely enough gives them the second wild card in my opinion in the AFC at 9-7. The Texans looked good last year. They're going to look better this year. And leading the charge, you can't argue success of last year, and they are only going to go forward 10-6, Jacksonville Jaguars.
Got to go with that one on you, bro. I will back you up on your fourth pick. 7-9 is what I gave Indianapolis.
Wow.
And the only reason why is because they play such it's a weak schedule.
Are they playing the
It's
Bengals
a week.
four times?
It's a weak schedule. Trust me when I say
All
this.
I looked
their
at their
biggest
schedule
weakness
too.
is wideouts not named Ty. Just gonna throw that out there for you guys.
If you ain't got Hilton, you ain't got shit.
Number 3, I got to give to the Titans. I do believe they're still working. I do believe they still have a team in the process.
Mm-hmm.
However, their biggest weakness right now is wide receivers.
Yes.
They have nobody.
We're in lockstep so far.
They have nobody, like 0 people out there. Number 2, got to give it to the Texans. 11-5. Our man JJ Watt's coming back.
Okay, but
JJ Watt is coming back, dude, and I'm telling you what.
Score points.
Oh, they're gonna score points.
All
Trust
right.
me. Trust me on
but
this.
But you got Jax on top.
Of course I do. Of course. And real quick, Houston, Texas. The biggest thing, and this is where your whole thing is. You got to score points. I think defense is going to score them points because they still have a big problem with their offensive line. They do not protect the quarterback down there. Osweiler, is he still the quarterback down there? I think he still is.
Houston, yes.
Yeah. Last year, man, he ran for his life.
He had to.
Ran for his life. And they didn't make any moves, dude. It's the same offensive line as last year. So, defense, like I said, you have Clowney on one side, you have J.J. Watts on the other side. Their defense is disgusting.
Clowney was a guy I wished Atlanta had picked up.
Their defense is disgusting.
By the way,
their defense will score fucking touchdowns. Trust me on this. Don't forget they're not going to need their offense for 20% of their games.
I'll agree with that. Don't forget to go to LokiandJabroni.com/football for Pro Football Focus. Get $5 off an Edge membership or get $20 off an Elite membership.
Yeah,
all you got to do is sign up now.
Don't listen to us. We're fucking, like I said in the beginning of this, we're about 30% wrong.
You'll make much better predictions.
We sound
in your fantasy
we
football.
sound great.
Yeah.
We sound great when we're talking about it, but
every year,
don't
by the
buy
way,
it.
Every
Don't
year
buy
we've
the
done
sauce.
this, I've picked Pittsburgh and Atlanta for the Super Bowl.
Yes, you have.
I've been right on one time with Atlanta.
Yeah, exactly.
This year, I'm blowing y'all out of the water. You're gonna find out. Fuck Sports Illustrated. I'm your guy.
Because I was right with the Patriots.
You had Patriots Vikings, and you
I
had.
would say in that case I've been right 5 times, but
you're full of horse.
We've only
shit.
done 3 of these. Shut the fuck up.
Loki's
and 2 before
all right.
the show started.
Loki's gonna lead
Here
off the
is
NFC
yours,
South.
NFC South, and here we go.
Please don't get
Number
punched in the face.
4. I gotta give it to Tampa Bay
All right,
Buccaneers.
so far so good.
The reason why Wilson's off-field issues, dude. You gotta get your life in control if you want to be an NFL quarterback. I'm sorry, you have the skills. You do. You're an incredible quarterback. What you showed last year, dude, I picked you guys to be one of the fucking Super Bowl contenders because of that reason.
You had Tampa Bay in
I
the
did,
Super
and
Bowl
the Raiders,
last year.
and the Raiders. I called it the Pirate.
The Pirate Bowl.
Yeah, the
which
Pirate
they
Bowl.
Did
Thank you.
12 years before
Right,
that.
right. But I thought they were going to return there because of what I thought about fucking. I really did think this.
You
fucking
thought
kid,
Jameis Winston was going to come up huge.
thought he was going. Hey, did you think that fucking Wilson was going to come up huge in their first
not in the
years?
least.
Exactly. Thank you. So that was my point with him. However, his off-field issues are becoming a big issue for this team. You got to squash that shit. Number 3, sorry Carolina fans, you're getting booted down. 9-7. Look,
You are so generous.
It's still Cam Newton's team, and this is the reason why I gave them 9 wins. However, and this is the biggest problem, their secondary still sucks. You're gonna give up points, and Cam Newton is not gonna be able to produce that many points to come back. Until you guys get that, what do you guys got? Norman, Josh Norman. You guys took him from the Vikings. Like, he was supposed to retire like a year ago. Like, stop. You guys are embarrassing yourselves.
Enough talk about the fucking
Number
Panthers.
2,
I hate this whole division.
I really hate to say this, and there's some people that are going to be like, "Whoa, yay, Mike!" Saints at 10-6. They really do have a good team. Fuck, they do. I can't. I wish I could bash them. I really do, but
So do I.
fuck, they have a good team, dude. They work their asses off for the last 3 years, and they really, really, really put together a good team. However, if I had to pick one weakness, it's their secondary outside of
Kamara.
Lattimore.
Anybody?
Lattimore.
Was it
Outside of
Lattimore?
Lattimore, whatever the fuck his name is.
The guy that did this. Hold on, let me do this.
Yes, thank you. That homeboy right there. That secondary is very weak, Saints fans, and against Natty Ice, you don't want to be weak. He can fucking be throwing to his grandmother against that secondary and scoring touchdowns like it's going out of style. Unless you guys make some drastic moves before week 6, these guys are going to fucking own you. Number 1, coming in because the Super Bowl will be at their home field. And my God, if that's not the biggest fucking back me up in the world, believe me, we had it last year.
Bring it.
The Saints, 11-5. Like I said,
you just talked about the Saints. Are you talking about?
I'm sorry, the Falcons. The Falcons, 11-5. And if I had to pick one weakness, like I said, I am picking one weakness for every team. It's simply Sarkistan. Am I saying that right?
Pretty close. Sarkeesian. But
Sarkeesian, thank you.
Sarkistan works.
Sarkeesian's play calling might be the only downside to this fantastic franchise team.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go from bottom to top, and much like you, I have the Buccaneers 5-11. Fucking queers at 4 at 5-11. I have the Panthers at 7-9 in third. Here comes. This hurts me. The wild card is going to go to the Saints at 11-5, and I have the Falcons at 12-4. That's not a homer pick. When I was doing my research, I had the Falcons and the Saints like right there. But when you look at strength of schedule, when you look at everything, the Falcons have the nod, and the Falcons have just slightly, I don't want to say weaker, they have an easier schedule.
You have home field advantage for the Super Bowl. That's huge. That's huge.
And I'm going to throw this out there. I did a live video earlier. Sports Illustrated has picked the Falcons to win Super Bowl 53. And what I'm going to say here to you now, wearing the black and red, wearing the gimmick, I just threw up the jersey when he was talking up Matty Ice. The Falcons are not going to win the Super Bowl. You heard it here first. But they are going to win the NFC South at 12-4. They are that strong. That division is one of the stronger divisions if you take out Tampa Bay. But one of the stronger divisions in the league, and Atlanta's going to take it. So let's move on to the AFC West.
The weakest division in the NFL.
I think the AFC West and the NFC West are tied for weakest.
Maybe. But the only thing is you have a very strong team in the Rams.
But we go back to the AFC
and
North,
a very strong team in the Rams.
But then again, the AFC North, we talked about
no, I agree.
how weak they were.
Agree.
These two.
No, these two are absolutely, like, as far as my numbers are concerned, yes. The AFC West is the weakest team on my bracket right
Moving
now.
forward.
Number 4, I'm going to give it to the Raiders at 8-8. Look, guys.
If your 4 is 8-8, that's a strong division.
No, that's because they're all about that. I have 8-8, 8-8, 9-7, 10-6. That is my weakest division right now.
That would blow out the AFC South and the NFC East as wow. I'm just gonna go ahead.
So, everybody thinks John Gruden is going to be you guys a safe hold.
3 years.
Thank you, people. He's been out of the fucking league for 10 years. He's been fucking calling games on the side forever, man. You can't just come out of retirement and become a superstar. It doesn't work this way, people. I'm sorry. How many fucking sob stories do you have to hear before you finally realize this? Number 3, Broncos.
Wow.
Look, 8-8 Broncos. I realize you believe that you have a great quarterback in Case Keenum. I really do. I think that you guys do believe that's going to happen for you. Your problem is your biggest weakness is you have no running back. So I don't give a fuck if Tom Brady's your quarterback. If you can't fool the defense into thinking that you're running at least 30% of the time, they're going to be covering passing. Oh, Case Keenum with no running back? We're covering passing. 8-8, and that's being very generous. Number 2, Kansas City. 9-7, and once again, I'm being generous on this. You have a rookie quarterback. And not even just a rookie quarterback, like barely even played college rookie quarterback. Like, you are pretty much putting your entire career on the line with this rookie quarterback. He personally is going to probably win you about 3 games. Your offense, just out of the spite that you believe in this guy, is going to win you the rest of those games. And finally, last but not least, even though you kicked these guys out of their home, even though you made them fucking move to Los Angeles, even though they were so happy being in San Diego, the fucking Los Angeles, and it's still weird for me to fucking say that.
Isn't it really?
It really is, man. The Los Angeles Chargers will take that division 10-6 out of spite out of the rest of you fuckers. And the only problem that they have is their wideout health. Those motherfuckers cannot stay healthy, which, my God, you're in California. It's beautiful out there. It's beautiful. Why the fuck can't you stay healthy? Oh, it's got to be the crack cocaine. That's right. What do you got, Chris?
Wow. Okay. Well, I also have the Raiders at 4, but I have them at 5-11.
See, like I said, I was being nice.
Really? Yes. Yeah. You're very generous with your picks. In 3rd, I have Kansas City with 7-9. Their strength of schedule is a little too tough for them to be anything but 7-9.
They're better than Broncos, though.
Slightly, which is why I have the Broncos in 2nd at 8-8, because they're not much better than a 500 team.
I have Broncos at 8-8.
Even though in a conversation earlier today, my daughter, who is a Broncos fan, much to my chagrin, even though I raised her on Matt Ryan, she loves the Broncos. Don't know why. She said, when you make your picks, make sure you mention the Broncos are going to win the Super Bowl. Well, I'm mentioning it now because that's the only mention
they wanted back-to-back. That's it. That's all they get.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you did it against whatever. I'm not even doing 8-8.
Stop.
Best they can do. I have the Chargers at 10-6 taking that division for the same reasons you do. They were hungry last year. They're going to be hungry this year.
Yes.
The change of scenery. You get kicked out of your home for X amount of years. You're hungry. You want to show them that you're better than what they thought. San Diego, not the greatest sports town. What do they have left? The Padres? That's it. That's it.
I feel bad for him, dude.
And
I
you
really
have the
do. I do.
WWE that comes in four
I
times
do.
a
I
year.
feel bad for him. I really do.
The people or the town?
Just the town. Like you
Fuck
had,
that.
you had the Chargers for how long, man?
30, 40 years?
Dude, that sucks.
Yeah,
That
does.
sucks. I remember when the Vikings were talking about moving, and
Where
the
would
biggest
they have gone? Where
Los
could they?
Angeles. It was
The Los
supposed to be.
Angeles Vikings?
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't have bought it.
I wouldn't have either. Dude, trust me, you would have seen this guy not be a Vikings fan anymore. I was not going to follow him to
it's
LA.
Like the Los
not
An-
going to happen, man.
Let's go Vikings.
Yeah,
Let's win this
yeah,
game.
Fry, yeah.
It's a lot like the Los Angeles Lakers. There are no lakes in Los
Right.
Angeles.
Well, that's the reason
Utah
why they're
Jazz,
called Lakers
There is
now.
no Jazz in Utah.
Which is why when
Stop.
everybody says, hey, we have like fucking 15 or what is it, 11 championships?
No, you don't.
You won 6 of those in fucking Minneapolis. Shut
Yup.
your fucking mouths, all right?
Done
The
and
other
done.
ones you won in fucking LA. So stop. You were the Lakers in LA back then when you won those. But you were Minneapolis Lakers when you won the first 6. So
Let me break some hearts when we go into the
NFC West.
Arizona, you're not going to do much. You're going to go 4-12. You're going to come in 4th.
Yeah, I have them in 4th too.
Seattle. Hate to say it.
Yep, I got them in 3rd
You guys
too.
have lost it. It's 7-9. San Francisco, you're about to come up. Not much, but you're about to come up. I got San Francisco 2nd at 9-7, and I have the Rams at 10-6. Last year was not an anomaly. The Rams are the real deal.
Yeah, I agree.
But the problem with the Rams last year, much like this year, is going to be turning it around in the playoffs. Can you make that run in the playoffs? Rams lost to the Falcons last year. Falcons with some playoff experience.
Mhm.
Rams are a young team coming up. The Rams were outdone.
Yep.
But this year, same thing. You have another year to figure it out. The Rams are going to have one more year, and then you're going to see, much like you did in the very early part of the 2000s with that Kurt Warner team, the greatest team on turf, where they're a perennial contender every single year. This is their coming up party. The Rams were not in the conversation for a lot of years, as much as I hate that, because my favorite college player, James Laurinaitis, son of former guest Joe Laurinaitis, Road War Animal, props to you, Animal, they were not in that conversation. This is where they start to come up and be a part of that conversation. You'll win your division, Rams, 10-6, but you're not going to do much in the playoffs, which we'll get to in a minute. Loki, go ahead.
All right, here we go. So I agree with you. Cardinals. Unfortunately, you have Sam Bradford as your quarterback right now. He started very strong for us last year, game 1, throwing 4 touchdowns, 350 yards, and then he decided he wanted to sit down for about 3 fucking games. And then that's when Case Keenum came in and did the rest of it, and Sam Bradford sat down for the rest of the year.
Who was that guy that blew it for the Saints? I just want to hear his name again.
Oh.
Doesn't matter. He blew it for the Saints. Fuck you, Saints fan. Fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I hurt myself when this guy tackled me to the ground in celebration, and I owned it, and I loved it, and that pain was so sweet because we...
No, he did.
Fuck!
He bitched about it for months.
I
Number
bitched about
3
it for a
goes to the
week.
Seattle Seahawks. I agree. Your time has come. You got rid of all your players. The Legion of Boom is now the Legion of Soon. It's gone, people.
Pretty much.
It's gone. Your offensive line, as always. What made Wilson so good? The fact that he ran away. Why? Because your offensive line sucked and he had no choice. Number 2, go to the San Francisco 49ers. Look, you guys have Garoppolo. What a hell of a pickup. The Patriots were stupid to get rid of this fucking guy.
Amen.
I'm sorry. This kid is proven to
He's
be...
the future.
He is the future. He's the future. Unfortunately, I don't think the future is right now. It's going to be in a couple years from now when you get some weapons for this kid to throw at. Now, that being said, you have a big issue in your secondary. Now, you went out and picked up a very old Richard Sherman. I don't know if you thought that was going to be your saving grace. Exactly. I don't know if you just wanted some like Twitter power, whatever it may be. He's not enough to bring that secondary up. And this group right here, which I have in first place at 12-4.
Jesus.
Yes, I do. The Los Angeles Rams are going to be explosive this year, people. Watch out. Not only are they going to be explosive, they're going to be so explosive, that's going to be their downfall.
Hmm.
The Los Angeles Rams' biggest weakness is going to be the amount of egos in that locker room. Because trust me, there's a lot back there. And when you start winning, they're going to start doing this. And then the other guy's going to be like, what are you pumping your chest for? I won that game, Junior. Oh, no, no, no. I won that game. It's going to get ugly. It's going to get hideous. And it's going to lead me right into this whole playoff
Let's
scenario.
bring on the bracket.
Here we go.
All right. Where do you want to start?
Let's go AFC.
Okay, go
Boom.
ahead.
So I have in the 6th seed, I have the Titans. In the 5th seed, I have the Chargers. In the 4th seed, I have the Texans. And in the 3rd seed, I have the Steelers.
Okay. I have in the 6th seed, I have Houston. In the 5th seed, I have the Jets. In the 4th seed, I have the Chargers. And in the 3rd seed, I have Jacksonville.
Ed, what do you got?
He doesn't know. He knows who he has in the Super Bowl, I can tell you that.
Well, I put in the 4th and 5th, I got Steelers and New England. And 3rd and 6th, I got Texans and Chargers.
Okay.
Okay. So I have in the 1st and 2nd seed, Jacksonville will take the 1st.
Yes.
New England will take the 2nd. Now, I have the Chargers beating the Texans to take on Jacksonville. And I have the Steelers beating the Titans to take on the Patriots.
Okay. I am a little backwards, but I'm going to go with this. Because of the reseeding.
Yes, the reseeding.
Because
Oh,
you guys,
Yeah, then I'm all screwed up on this thing.
I understand. I've had to cross
All right,
my gimmick out 5 times.
So there's going to be a team there and there?
Right.
Well, that's your first. So, all right. So if you think the Patriots are going to be the best, they're the 1 seed.
They're the 1 seed.
If you think Jacksonville is going to be just underneath Patriots, they're the 2nd seed.
Right.
Now, the rest of them fall underneath there, which is why when we pick these numbers,
we make a little star.
That we've picked our
Here,
numbers
you want to
for.
look at this? Here, look, we got little stars next to our gimmicks about the wild card. And then
Exactly.
you reseed. The lowest faces the highest when they win the divisional.
If you notice, I put the numbers there. For
I
that
know
reason.
you did. I got
Thank
the
you.
same thing
Thank
over
you.
here. I've had to do it like 8 fucking times.
I made it easy. I thought I made
know
it easy.
No, you did.
Yeah,
but
see, the
then,
way I was reading it, I thought this team goes here, that team there.
In a
Boom.
no,
perfect
because
world,
don't
Ed.
forget. No, don't forget. The 1st and 2nd seed have a bye week.
Yes.
And your wild team your wild team teams are actually the 6th and the 5th seed. There is only 4 seeds that technically go in.
If you're watching on YouTube, look at this. See how many times I had to cross shit off because of reseeding because I didn't look at it.
Jesus fucking Christ! Fuck it. I got Patriots and Vikings in the Super Bowl.
All right, well let's leave Ed there. Let's leave Ed there. All right, so
All right.
we basically let's break down 1 through 6, and here's where I'm gonna go.
All right.
New England 1 in the AFC. New England 1.
Yep.
Pittsburgh 2.
Yep.
Jacksonville 3.
Yep.
Chargers 4.
Yep.
Jets 5.
Yep.
Houston 6. What are your 6?
All right. So my number 1, Jacksonville. Patriots, number 2.
Whoa! You have Jacksonville over New England.
Yes, I do. And the reason being is they're actually going to let Blake Bortles play this year.
Okay, I'm with you.
Now,
I had to ask.
number 3, Steelers. Number 4, Texans. Your wild cards go as follow: Chargers, Titans.
Okay.
Now, the Titans will lose to the Steelers, and that's going to bring on the Steelers facing the Patriots. The Chargers will beat the Texans, and that's going to have the Chargers facing Jacksonville.
Okay, in my wild card round, I have the Chargers beating the Jets, which will put them against my number 1 seed, New England.
There you go. So you have the Chargers going on. So do I.
Chargers and New England in the divisional round. I have Jacksonville beating Houston. See, I fucked this up because of all the bullshit and the reseeding. let's put it this way. I have the
I'm just happy
Chargers.
I got
Next time I'm
close.
going to write wild card.
You,
All right, is that going to help you?
You really should. Jacksonville is going to face New England in the divisional round, and the Chargers are going to face Pittsburgh in the divisional round based on reseeding and
Yep.
all the whole gimmickry bullshit.
So who do you got going into the Super Bowl?
I wish it was more like the Major League Baseball.
Who do you have going to the Super Bowl?
Look, I have we haven't done the NFC yet, but
No, I know, but this is AFC.
Okay.
We're finishing up AFC right now.
I have
Who do you have representing the Super Bowl for the AFC?
I have New England beating Jacksonville to get there. I have Pittsburgh beating the Chargers to get
Yep.
there. And I have Pittsburgh beating New England to be the AFC champion. So Pittsburgh is my AFC
Wow.
pick to go to the championship.
Fantastic. So I have the Chargers facing Jacksonville,
Oh, my God.
and I have Jacksonville beating the Chargers.
Wow.
I have the Patriots facing the Steelers, and I have the Steelers with an incredible 1-point upset against the Patriots. And then I have the Steelers beating...
Don't talk about the Super Bowl yet.
I have the Steelers beating Jacksonville
Okay.
to go to the Super Bowl.
So we're in agreement. We have
Yes.
Pittsburgh going to the
I
Super
do have
Bowl.
Steelers going to the Super Bowl right
All
here.
right.
Now-
Eddie, I'm sure, has New England
But
going
see,
to
I
the Super
put
Bowl.
wild card right up
I
here.
know you did, and I worked it, but then the reseeding and all the schneebits,
So
fuck
NFC.
the NFL. All right, NFC.
So here we go.
1
Count
to
it down.
6.
1 to 6.
All right, I got Atlanta at the 1 seed. I got Green Bay at the 2 seed. I have Philly at the 3 seed. I have the Rams at the 4 seed. I have New Orleans at the 5 seed, and I have Minnesota at the 6 seed.
All right. I have Minnesota at the 1 seed, Rams at the 2 seed, Falcons at the 3 seed, Eagles 4 seed, Cowboys and Saints pulling up the wild card. I have the Saints losing to the Falcons, going to face the Rams. And then I have the Cowboys facing the Eagles, losing to the Eagles to face the Vikings.
Okay.
So I'm going to have a rematch of the Rams and Falcons, and I'm going to have the rematch of the Vikings and Eagles to go into the Super Bowl.
Okay. In the wild card round, strangely enough, this is going to get me shot in a lot of fucking countries. I have Philadelphia and Minnesota moving on. Sorry, New Orleans fan. Sorry, Ram fan. Whatever. I have Philadelphia beating Green Bay in the divisional playoffs, and I have Minnesota beating Atlanta in the divisional playoffs, giving us a conference championship of Minnesota versus Philadelphia.
I have Vikings facing the Falcons.
Fantastic.
But,
Thank you.
But yes, I'm on the same page with you right
Who
now.
do you have in the championship? Who
Vikings
wins the
Steelers.
NFC? Vikings Steelers?
Vikings Steelers is your Super Bowl.
Vikings Steelers is my Super Bowl.
Man, I hope you're right.
Now, let's break it down to brass tacks. We are now at Super
I have
Bowl
done some
Sunday.
homework for this too, man. Like I have literally broken down weaknesses, strengths. I looked at
I
the
know you
scheduling,
have.
man. I'm on that shit.
Now, based on all of this gimmickry and bullshit,
We're still gonna only be 30% right, but yeah.
we have the Super Bowl.
Yes, sir.
Pittsburgh, both of us agree. Pittsburgh versus Minnesota. Give me your pick.
It's
Give
gonna
me
be
your...
sexy as shit, though, man.
Oh, it's gonna
Black
be
and
great.
yellow versus purple and yellow.
You know what the best part is? It's being played at my stadium, and I can wear black and red until I'm cold and dead.
You're absolutely right, and we can still call up fucking Pipple. We have to call up Pipple for something like
that
that.
I'm so fucking wrong, and that the Falcons make it to the Super Bowl.
I hope you're, dude. I hope I'm wrong because I said, what did I say last year? I said, look, I came to the harsh realization, and it was before we even played that game against the Saints. I thought we were going to lose before the Saints. Remember, I told you that.
Yeah, you did.
I told you that because I firmly believe you can't make any money if your team goes to the Super Bowl. How can you make the money? But you can't.
But you can.
But everybody lives there.
Not the point. If your team, if the hometown team is there, they're going to be buying the gimmicks. They're going to be buying the hats. They're going to be buying the shirts. They're going to be buying.
But that's not made in the hometown. Is my point.
Same.
The only team
Made in China.
Right.
China.
Exactly. The only way that these people make money is when people fly in. They eat at your restaurants. They stay at your hotels. They
Oh, it's
fucking
good for business.
Wait,
Right,
wait.
exactly.
Time
It's
out.
great for
Offsides clipping.
business.
Let's say that most of us live in this area that
yeah.
we recorded. If there was some football team in somewhere in the halfway Plainfield, if there was a professional football team in Plainfield, you don't think we'd all be at those bars and restaurants
Well, there is
enjoying the fucking
there
game?
is a professional team in New England.
Yeah, but it's like
And we
too far out
actually
of our
have-
reach.
Actually, we have a very beautiful stadium in Gillette.
Oh,
it
it's
was
gorgeous.
it was one of the brand newest stadiums. However, they stated that they can't have Super Bowls there because
Weather.
the weather permits. But then you turn around and you have the Patriots go on a tangent for a decade.
Oh, I think that
For a decade.
I think for all intents and purposes, they should have more Super Bowls in Minnesota, New England,
We'll
New
see.
York.
Like I said,
The open
we'll see.
air.
I hope I'm
the
wrong.
Elements.
I hope they actually let you guys win here because then it proves my theory wrong. But I truly
It'd
believe
be fantastic.
I
don't
truly
believe it's gonna
believe that
happen.
we will never see a Super Bowl in their town because they fucking lose
Well, I
money.
think
and that's
they've
just
got
me.
them all picked for like the next 100 years. Don't
No,
they?
No, because
every
no.
3 years.
I was gonna say it's because Minnesota just had the stadium built, and it was like within the
within
next
3 years.
exactly within 3 years we were bid for it. and we had a
Atlanta
Super
just
Bowl.
now has the new stadium.
Exactly. Here we go.
They've had Super Bowls at the old Georgia Dome. They had Super Bowls at the old Atlanta Fulton
Yes.
County Stadium.
Yes.
So it's every 3 years. So like
Yes.
they'll pick the 3, and then they'll come up and they'll pick the next.
To be
3.
honest with you, I think they probably put like 5 or 6 fucking stadiums in there, and they're like
Who's
pick from there.
winning Super Bowl 53? Loki did it.
Fully, I hope because my God,
Not what you hope. Give me your pick.
the Vikings. I already put it up there, but I my heart can't take it no more. My heart
All right.
can't take it no more.
Pittsburgh and Minnesota. The score will be 31-24 this year. Your champions
Next
will
year.
be
Next year.
this coming year, this season. How about that?
That's why I said
You wanna go with that?
2018, 2019. You
Come
have the people.
Come the first week of February.
Yes, of 2019.
I'm not doing this to lick anybody's ass, whether it's Pitbull or Loki. Your champions will be the Minnesota Vikings. 31-24. That's my
I
pick,
like
and
it.
I'm sticking to it. We're gonna put
I
all
like
these in a fucking envelope.
We
You're
are.
not even going to ask me?
Oh yeah, Ed. Who are the Patriots going to beat in the Super Bowl?
You didn't even know.
Well, I already picked New England and Vikings in the Super Bowl.
Yes, we
and
knew that.
who's
We knew
winning?
that.
Well, I was going to say Vikings, but since you're already doing it, I gotta stay true.
You gonna go for 6?
I hope so.
Go for 6.
All right.
You know what though? I do think if it happens, I think there's a very, very good chance the Vikings will win. But I'm gonna be a true fan because
Dude,
I'm a true fan.
I'm
going
gonna
to
tell you what.
Team in the,
We're in Atlanta. If we go there,
You go to
I'm
Atlanta,
just
you're
going.
winning.
I'm just going. No, like we're going. Like even if I don't even get into like the Super Bowl,
we'll go live. Fuck
we're
it.
just going. Yeah,
We'll stand outside.
I'm sitting outside a fucking.
I'll take a few days off. We'll drive down.
I'm telling
Fuck
you right
yeah.
now, if it happens like Falcons in New England again, I think the Falcons will do it.
Wow.
If it's in Falcon Stadium, yes, I do
Because
agree. I do
they don't
agree.
lose
and
at
I
home.
think
I do agree.
I think they will have learned some things and they won't drop. That
And like
fourth
I said,
quarter.
maybe,
We hope.
maybe just maybe people are sick and tired of dealing with this whole we can't win if it comes to our house.
This is what you need
Horseshit.
to do. You need
I
to drop
agree.
the first quarter.
I agree. It should be horseshit.
Drop the first quarter and then
Ooh.
play your ass off 3 quarters. That's what they should
Fantastic.
do.
There we
No
go.
one ever beat us. 18 and 19
That's what
and
they
0.
should do.
Hit my music. We just
Roll.
gave you the 30% you need.
Roll the beautiful bean footage.
I don't know. We might actually do it. That was very.
That's pretty good.
I did some fucking homework.
We both did.
I had some of the same ones in the playoff.
Right. Me and you were like fucking dude,
Oh, yeah.
right there. Like I was like, are you serious? Like that's pretty much the same fucking.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Same homework.
That's
That's still our dollar.
I'll bet this dollar that New England doesn't make the Super Bowl. This dollar.
No, they'll make the playoffs as
No, no,
always.
no, no.
Yes.
This dollar says New England won't make the Super Bowl. Ed,
Buy
you want to
The Kiss dollar?
the Kiss dollar.
I don't want to put the Kiss.
The
dollar
Kiss
up.
dollar says New England won't make
Put
the
up,
Super Bowl.
put up the spam car.
After you chastised me, you know what, Eddie?
No, I encouraged you
I'm
Yeah, he
gonna.
did.
I'm gonna.
to do the great thing.
I'm gonna show you my love and my hatred in one fell swoop. If New England makes the Super Bowl, the spam car goes home with you.
Wow. Wow.
And I'll just donate it to the studio.
All right, so today's top 10 list is dedicated to Amazon, where you can buy all the things that you love and need.
And you can do that through LokiandJabroni.com. Click our affiliate link and go buy your ass off at Amazon. Marcus Arju, you rotten bastard who doesn't buy shit through us.
You lie. You lie like a rotten rug.
We know.
We do.
Because he posts pictures
He does.
all the time.
He does.
I'm getting one of those Yetis.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Fucking Yeti. He just tell me about the fucking Yeti. Motherfucker, you got that from Amazon. Like, motherfucker.
Did you go to LokiandJabroni.com?
No, he did not. No, he did not. Because
We
I would
got
have
some
a fucking
kickback.
phone. Exactly.
Your
Exactly.
microphone wouldn't have died.
No, my microphone would have died regardless. Because it was shitty.
Possibly.
That was my own fault.
That's all right. It was a
That was
great
my own
microphone
fault.
while it lasted.
$40 for a mic.
That's what I said. Hey, I had to try it. Had to
Top-
try it, man.
let's
Had to try it.
Let-
Here we
let-
go.
Let's do it.
So I have the top 10 things Roman Reigns can do instead of ruining the WWE. Please take my advice
Am I allowed to comment?
and do one of these jobs. Absolutely.
Okay, go ahead.
Number 10, be a stay-at-home dad for your number one fan, your fucking daughter.
Yep, I'll buy it.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Number 9, wash the diva's panties because we all know about your soft hands.
Ooh.
We know about them soft hands, motherfucker. Number 8, stars Deathstroke in the DC universe because their movies suck anyways and we wouldn't have to see your fucking face.
Wrong. He would make it suck worse. Wrong.
Number 7,
They would still give him the Oscar because they're trying to force him down our throat.
Vince McMahon. Thank you, Eddie. Vince McMahon would make it so Roman Reigns won the Oscar.
Number 7, stars Super Shredder for the same fucking reason. Sorry, Kevin Nash, not sorry.
Agreed.
Number 6, become a detective for the real Hawaii 5-0.
All right.
Number 5, do some house wrestling in the southeastern Connecticut area so the Loki and Jabroni show can actually give you the commentary that your sorry ass specifically deserves.
Fuck Roman Reigns.
Thank you. Number 4, become an elf for Santa's special forces and change your name to Snowman Reigns of the
Ooh.
Snowman Empire.
Ooh. That
Number
might work.
3, that's what I'm saying, right? Number 3, become a prostitute for Triple H. Since you're sucking his dick, you might as well make some bank anyways,
He already
motherfucker.
is. He already is.
He is
Just
sucking
let it
that
go.
dick,
He
right?
already is.
All right. Number 2, become a fluffer for game porn. I mean, it's the same thing as
Already
fluffing
is.
fucking Triple H's dick. But
Already is.
number 1, have a lookalike contest with Jason Momoa and decide which one of you is stealing whose style.
Ooh, good
You
call.
like that, right?
Hey, listen, Loki's got his buy and sell gimmick, and that's all fantastic. I love buy and sell.
What?
Next week, the start of my new gimmick. It's only going to take about 30 seconds.
I like imagery.
It's going to be called Jabroni's. Are you ready for this? Jabroni's Musical Poetry Theater. Now I'm going to bring forth some words on a piece of paper. You're going to have to decide if it's poetry or music lyrics. What you're going to find out is you may or may not be right. So next week, right after Buy and Sell, Jabroni's Musical Poetry Moment. And you're going to have some fun. And I'm going to have some fun picking out.
We're all going to have fun.
Oh, it's going to be so good. So good. And then the winner, if anybody comes in and says, hey, wait, I recognize that. That's just off the top of my head. Slayer, South of Heaven. Maybe you win a prize. Maybe you win a bumper sticker. Maybe you win I Come Out and Mow Your Lawn. Whatever the case. Jabroni's Musical Poetry Moment. Look, he's
And
all
Sam,
up.
I'm very impressed.
That was clean and
Dude,
gorgeous.
it has IBUs on it.
That was clean. I couldn't see it.
It really does. Like that.
12 IBU.
I'm impressed, man. I really am impressed.
The
Like,
alcohol content's a little low, but the IBU is fantastic.
whatever. I'll take that shit, dude. It was a good tasting beer.
I
like
liked it.
that was a good tasting beer.
I'm not a huge Sam fan.
Me
either,
neither.
so,
Like, look,
I only have a couple things I really like.
Yeah, me. I was gonna say exactly. I love not the lager, but I love the Boston Ale. The Boston Ale, not the lager. See, a lot of people, oh yeah, I like the lager too. No, lager's garbage.
It is pronounced lager.
No, well, lager, it's not. I like the ale. All right, the ale is fucking better.
Same.
The Oktoberfest, as of recent years,
Terrible.
a lot of people have fucking stepped on that fucking shit, Sam. You need to step that game up.
Down.
You're right. You need to step that game
How
up.
excited were you when Sam Adams brought the Oktoberfest?
When it came out in October or in August, you were like, holy shit, is this early?
Our first year, I bought that 12-pack.
Yes.
And it was 2015. It was the last great Oktoberfest that Sam Adams put out.
It really was, man.
Every year since we get the Oktoberfest, it's been a 6-pack. It's been a couple of singles. Like here,
It's been the Yingling, dude. The Yingling Oktoberfest has been better than the Sam Adams Oktoberfest.
Yeah, even beyond that, there are some independent breweries that we've had.
Yes.
Stone puts out a great Oktoberfest. A lot of guys.
There's that German one.
Ooh, yeah.
They do a fucking great Oktoberfest, man. But yeah,
you would think
right.
Germans would do good Oktoberfest.
You would hope so. But I mean, you're right though. Sam Adams, that was the staple Oktoberfest. That was my staple Oktoberfest.
They set the tone.
Yes.
My biggest criticism of Sam Adams is it doesn't taste very clean to me.
Right.
And so, like, I tried that. I was actually kind of shocked.
And that's what I said.
You see my face when I first sipped it. I was impressed.
It was clean and it had a bite.
I poured it,
yes.
When they poured it at the bar and stuff, I'm like, wow, that it's almost like a Belgian white or something. It's like
it looks
it's almost
interesting.
like that, and because I like the lighter beers, I don't like the heavier beers. You know.
Speaking of which,
sometimes you got to be in the mood for it, man.
Right.
You got to be in the mood for it.
Speaking of which, let's thank Tim Silvestri and everybody at the deck for that SummerSlam
that was
party.
A great time.
Friggin-tastic. Thank you for everybody who came out.
And for me, being the single-handed man to take care of that fucking dude, I sold clam chowder. I sold it like it was going out of style.
Not only that,
it sold itself, man. Come on, it was great.
Are you serious? All I had to do was buy the clam chowder. Buy the clam chowder. Motherfuckers buying that clam chowder, man.
Not only that, but between the trivia contest and the raffle, you held down the broadcast position like nobody else.
You guys all on like leave it. I'm like,
it was, there's only so much that. That's why I want to get out of the trivia gimmick. I want to be out there, and I'll sit at the broadcast position, and I'll do the trivia with the people as you give it out. But there's only so much that I can do, and then come back and give my thing. And like, oh shit, I
just want to wear the belt. That's what it all comes down to.
I don't want to wear the belt. I want somebody to take it from me.
That
because
is a good
you
feeling.
guys don't.
That is a great feeling.
You have no idea how much useless fucking information I have in my head that will bury all of you motherfuckers.
No, true story. All right, guys. Look, if you guys have not done this, please do the following. Click that subscribe button right down in the is that right hand?
Right.
Give or takes.
Right.
Same.
Click the bell next to it.
The bell. There you go. The bell is the biggest thing because that sends you the notifications that we're actually live and you can join in. You come in and have fun with us. Everything else, as far as Facebook is concerned, people, look, it started us. We love Facebook. We're not going to dog it. However, it's time to move forward, and they're not helping us.
But still,
YouTube is going to help us. We need YouTube love. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell. And please, iTunes, if you guys just go on down, hit that 5-star. Give us a little review.
Tell us what you like on your ham sandwich.
Exactly.
Just 5
Whatever
stars.
it is. Tell us what you like about the show, what you don't like about the show. If you don't think we deserve 5 stars, don't give us 5 stars. Give us 4 stars, but tell us a reason why.
I'll still come to your house and kick your ass.
Give us a reason why. Let us make this show better. It's about you guys. I think going into this year, I want you guys to realize that. Like, when we first came into this, it was about us. It was. This is our fucking show, motherfuckers. But I want you to realize, like, coming forward.
Can he say that?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
All right.
And coming forward, I realize it's not just about us. It's about you guys. If we don't have you guys, we have nothing.
What have I always said? Without them, there is no us.
Exactly. And see, maybe it was my selfish ways it took me this long to realize this. But that being said, click us, love us, like us, leave those reviews, leave those fucking sentences to let us know what
Exactly.
we can do to make this experience better for you.
And to piggyback what he just said, the Facebook page is great. If you have ideas, if you have something you'd like to hear us talk about, feel free to use that Facebook page. There's 500 and change people
To
there.
buy or sell.
Buy
Go
or
ahead and
sell.
hit that. I'll ask these boys this question.
Bring it.
Just don't be afraid of the answers.
Exactly. At the end of the day, the Facebook page is a great way to talk to us, but your iTunes reviews, you subscribing to the YouTube channel, very, very huge. You need
Share
to get
us.
out, get to the YouTube channel, Loki and Jabroni Show, hit the subscribe button, and then hit the bell. So when we go hot,
Ding.
6:30, 6:34, 6:48, 6 whatever,
You
on a
get the
Tuesday
notice.
night, you know we're hot and we're live, and you can comment, you can call, you can do whatever you want. The click to call is still on the Facebook page. So you're going to have to do some little finagling with your thumbs, but at the same time, your voice can be heard.
And last but not least, if you guys would like to get your NFL 2018 2019 predictions, here's your chance to photocopy this little bad Larry right now on the screen. And then,
it looks like you can go to printyourtickets.com.
oh, there you go.
Is that what
There
it
you
is?
go. No,
Pick Falcons.
print your brackets.
Oh, printyourbrackets.com.
Printyourbrackets.com.
And then go ahead and fill that sumbitch out and send it to us. And we'll be more than happy to point, click, and download that and put that right in our little
We'll
manila
mention it.
envelope. And at the end of the year, it'll go right up there and we will call you out. Thank you guys so very much, because without you, there would be no us.
Amen. Thank you. We love you.